bit caught in the crossfire here. Oh. And suddenly,
No, 3-bet, 4-bet, right?
the sky lights up with tracer fire. As Rob, 4 bets to 225,000, and we're going to find out in short order whether or not Suvarna's got ace, 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 king. As short of that, it's tough to imagine him continuing. You think the queen of diamonds in there gets curious?
My read based on the sizing, and don't forget I'm here in the booth and not out there, is ace king. It was a sizable squeeze, more than 5x, which you typically see people lean towards with ace king. You try and keep some, retain some weaker holdings in with the hand like aces, but saying that, we are incredibly deep. I think we're about to find out. We've already seen one ace folded.
Pussycat.
There's only one ace left.
Hey, pussycat. Hey, you little pussycat. Meow. Meow. Where's my right thumbnail? I accidentally didn't change the thumbnail. I want my poker thumbnail.
Has the
Hey, pussycat.
for a second time, Arlie.
What's up, coffee? Payday. It's payday, motherfucker. I'm gonna be out.
Diamond in the window was certainly a good-looking card.
What?
For Suvarna's purposes. 963 oh so dry, and 472,000 worked its way in pre-flop here, courtesy of 225K ahead. You see Rob not looking to put any more in there, checking back on the flop. Now the queen of clubs rolls off.
What the fuck? There's an alarm going off in my basement.
Given that he's reaching for chips out of position.
It stopped.
Caller of a 4-bet.
Could you hear that?
150,000. Do you feel as though the
I don't even know what alarm is in my basement.
I mean, given the way this...
I don't even know what's down. I don't even think there's an alarm down there. I don't know what was just beeping. Am I gonna blow up? I have literally no idea what was just beeping. Something is just beeping like crazy in the basement.
Maybe just
what the fuck? That was so weird.
Kind of capped himself. The only real value hand that could potentially check a board like 963 rainbow would be a couple of aces.
Damn it. Is my thumbnail gonna change or not?
Play tricky when there's over $1 million on the line.
Oh, that was weird.
Suggesting that things...
Fuck, I took all this time to quickly make a thumbnail, and then I forgot to put it on the goddamn... I forgot to put it on the goddamn video. Now, is it... I don't know if it's gonna change. What thumbnail do you see? What the hell?
Oh my.
Is that what that alarm was for?
Unless he has other plans, Arlie.
I'm so lost right now.
We're going to see a river. 772 in the middle. Suvarna with the mystery card.
And very dry is the 9 of spades on the end.
About as dry as it gets.
What do you have? 2 coffee.
Feels like aces now, doesn't it? 375. 375 from Suvarna.
What?
Rob with a pretty bad bluff catcher here, holding the king of clubs. No nonsense. Kept
Michael McNutt.
Queen.
What? Where was that coming from?
TV.
I'm not even going downstairs.
Check 10. No. 9.
Did Suvarna make any proclamations as to what he held?
Maybe joking.
No bluff.
I'm weirded out. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
aces.
I don't know what that was. I honestly don't think I have a fucking alarm. Is my thing gonna change though?
I believe him.
No, he will not call you.
Is my thumbnail gonna fucking change, or do I have to restart stream? Because literally the whole point in this stream was the thumbnail, pretty much. So,
He knows.
like what?
If you're calling, I will call.
Fuck!
1.2 million, you will call?
You have $2 million.
Huh? No, I don't have
Pretty
queens.
exciting.
Aces, man.
Every Triton is all new.
You call?
You got aces, yeah?
Oh, it did change. I think it changed.
Yeah, it's,
So he is
it's like 90% is ace king.
Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. Coffee? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's smoke drugs. This day is already weird as fuck. What was that? Why did the basement just start beeping?
75 also is
Should I be alarmed? Do I need to go down there and check?
Voila, still 1 million.
I don't know what could beep down there.
Yeah.
I am raising 675 on the pre-flop. You will call? No.
I honestly have no idea what would be beeping down there.
I'm inclined to believe him in that spot, Henry,
Yeah.
in terms of
He fold. Ace king, he fold.
the claim of aces in spite of the blocker in
That was weird.
Rob's hand.
100%.
Santos running.
Just the sizing on the turn and river.
In the flop betting, I am going all in only.
And also a kind of a comfortable vibe on him,
You need someone to have
despite
Yeah.
huge bets on the
Alright,
turn and
well.
river.
The pre-flop
Interesting.
tank as well. The stare down. It was intimidating.
a good big race. Very fresh.
$3.3 million man.
Santos.
Santosh Savannah.
Very shining in the fish.
Recall the rumors back in Cyprus as well that not only did he pick up his first title, taking down the GG Super Millions Live Edition, he was also getting it done in the cash games, and here he is now.
No lah.
No A7. Ace.
Not so
ace.
crazy lah.
Biggest winner on the night so far, up just shy of $1 million.
These guys are playing so big. It's all businessmen, so
So the 7-figure threshold has been now crossed on multiple occasions here in this $1 million buy-in cash game. On both occasions,
I still don't know what that was. I'm gonna just smoke some drugs, okay? Alright.
Phil Nagy
Maybe he.
straddling,
I'm gonna just smoke some drugs, because I don't know what's going on.
looking to get the game juiced up a little bit.
I don't know what's going on, so I think the answer is clearly do drugs.
Not able to
Don't
partake in
ask
this one.
questions, just do
Three
drugs.
players in for 10K ahead. Jack 6-5 board.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna
diamonds
ask
will get
questions. I'm
interesting
just gonna
given
say it doesn't
Santos
matter.
has
I don't
top
care.
pair up against the nut flush draw of
Maybe I'll
Tommy.
blow up. Maybe I won't.
Fires.
Imagine if I just blew up, though. Damn. Whoa, where'd the stream go? The fuck is going on? Greg, can you get a life? Honestly, Greg. Honestly, Greg. Can you go find yourself a life somewhere? What happened? What the fuck is going on?
Certainly a veteran play. And
Holy. Wow.
Although, if I'm getting a massage,
Ghost in the mainframe.
the bill
Wait.
might be quite hefty towards the end of the night.
yeah,
Smoking, I guess.
Smoking?
early massage, actually not a veteran move, more of a rookie play.
Yeah, I was about to say, like a little $1,200 bill at the end of the night.
I think it might come in pounds. Not sure.
Imagine spending $1,200 to be massaged for the day while you play poker. Oh my god.
The pond you're on.
$1,200. That's a lot of money.
Oh, Ace Jack 7. Top pair for Savannah. Ball inside straight draw. 21k to fight for. Savannah with just, you know, a fistful of red chips. 12k. Here we go. See if Paul... No. No nonsense. $2.3 million.
He's up $1.3
in
million,
that man's stack.
and the game's been going for like an hour and a half.
And as nice as that feels, especially after we were stuck, there is a lot of responsibility. when
God
you're
damn.
getting that deep. And
I can't believe how big the games have gotten now. It literally blows my fucking mind every time I watch them. I just remember being like 16, 15 and watching guys play for like $25,000 to $50,000 and just being like, "Oh my god, that is so much money. How are they sitting there with $50,000?" And now these guys are legit sitting at the table with 2.3 million, million and a half.
aces
Everyone's over
this
$1 million.
long.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's got to feel rough.
Well, Putra is going to give him a twirl here with deuce 4 offsuit. A hand that has reasonable amount of clarity. Post flop and ace right away. Flicked up there, but coupled with the 3, it does present a wheel gutter to Putra. And note Mr. Long with the check back, a stranglehold on the pot with top set. Looking to induce and has done so successfully as Ferdy barrels 10K.
That was weird.
Mr. Long
I feel like there's so many sounds in the background of the poker. I never know whether it's in real life or in the poker.
Is he going to announce himself now? He doesn't. He's just going to make the call. There's 3 clean cards that could have won Putra a potential 2 million chip pots. Doesn't slow him down though. Sets fire to 35k. And just the call from Mr. Long, maybe scared of the Jack 10.
Very good.
Wow.
I like the way that the set was furnished. One at a time. 1 ace was enough.
Top pair's good.
Not really a slow roll.
$500.
Perhaps a little too snug there, but obviously sometimes we can never be too safe is perhaps the thought
Cheers!
on Mr. Long's mind.
I personally think he played it perfectly. He won an additional 45k.
He absolutely did. By taking the line. That's 45k he would have earned had he barreled the flop. And
I'm also not sure it's 45k he necessarily needs, given that wall of chips. You could build an entire fort complex. That wall.
Oh yeah.
So many aces.
I love how nonchalantly Mr. Long just flicked in 2k, as does Savannah. Nagy, biggest loser of the night so far. Byproduct of that Queen's v King's hand.
It is crazy how they just flick money in, like,
100,000.
the commentators are right. Like, they limp in, it's $2,000.
In terms of this
Pound, it's 2,000 pounds. It's not even dollars.
is unlikely to expand any time
It's
soon.
2,000 pounds.
Are we here until the morning?
Oh, is it going that long?
I suspect we would be more apt to tap out than these guys would.
Oh, 100%.
The adrenaline of playing in a game of these stakes, which isn't want for action, as we've seen, can keep you awake far later than you might think. Observing it is exciting enough, but certainly pales in comparison in terms of the ability to
Santosh Savarna, this guy plays a lot of hands.
on end.
He is
in the-
aggressive for an amateur.
But you saw the impact of that big pot, the fallout, if you will, with the kings, queens, Nagy on the losing end. The game has certainly opened up, to borrow a phrase from football, soccer, as we know it. 6-3 deuce with a couple of diamonds here, and I know you were just about to talk about this collision.
Yeah, I was about to say that should open things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Flush draw, pair, and gut shot.
2 flush draws. Top pair.
Suvarna has just not lost a hand.
Part of the landscape at present. Betting a call of 12,000 in front.
Come on, shoot it up, Tony. Shoot it up, baby.
They'll close the action with a flat. Another 30.
We just missed a million 8 pot. I just went live after it happened.
Ooh, and
what's up, Bong?
Acquired for
$1 million cash game, Bong.
Who's got the best hand?
Literally.
Oh, never mind.
$1.8 million just happened. A pot for $1.8 million just happened. Kings versus queens versus queens. What's up, Filthy?
A bit myopic in terms of.
Oh yeah, I should share everything. Totally daydream.
The diamond draw exclusively, and Mr. Long comfortable enough, in spite of being called in 2 spots, to barrel once more 28K.
Just shy of half pot. Look at this from Savannah. That's raising chips. Have some of that. 17,000 to go. Tony, do you really want to chase your non-nutted diamonds? Answer is no. Back to the massage. Action back on Mr. Long. I feel like this is a raise on the turn, set the price, to then check back rivers. Should I brick? Also very disguised backdoor clubs.
And you know what happened, Bong? Guy lost $1 million.
Is what
what happens after you lose $1 million? You stand up, hands on your head, breathe, sit back down, and sign for another $1 million to be brought to the table. Like, what the fuck?
From Long, he understands a decent amount of the time a pair of 6s is no good at showdown.
Damn. Imagine having that kind of money that you lose $1 million and you're like, man, that sucks. Shit, that's real. That really sucks. And you just sit back down and sign for another $1 million.
A bit more emboldened, but not on this occasion.
I just walked over to watch myself relive.
You saw Mr. Long a bit unsure about whether or not King 9 was a winner.
Diamond also.
What does bluffing?
10, 8. No. 10. 10. You win.
Oh, a lot of bluff, huh? Nowadays, everybody.
This guy's an unknown. Mr. Long, this guy right here, he's never played on the series before. He's a complete unknown. He's from Vietnam. He's a friend with another businessman. So, I mean, but he's a
seems like
relative unknown.
The 3.0 club, along with Savannah.
All you guys coaches tell you guys to bluff more? Very obviously wrong. Someone tell him how to bluff more.
Robbing 3.0.
Yeah, very obvious. I'm gonna restart.
He has bank, so you need to watch him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you can just rebuy a milli like that. Well, he owns, so Phil Nagy was the guy that lost. He owns ACR Poker, which is America's Card Room. That site has been under a lot of fire. I won't play on there. Apparently it's been cleaned up, but it was rampant with bots and stuff back in the day. There's like lots of videos and all kinds of shit. Joey Ingram, the guy that hosted me on Twitch, he talked about it a lot. Apparently they've cleaned it up since then, but I mean, I still won't play it.
Not only the
I still won't play on there.
The commentary team, or an ear, should I say, as Putra 3 bets.
Yeah.
Look, it's on him. He's just chilling, eating.
Spot, but note that the 3-bet.
He's just chilling, eating. The bet's 65,000 to him, and he's just having fucking dinner over here.
Button now, Queen Jack suited. Maybe not the sort of kit we would expect it to be.
Does he even know it's on him?
Ferdy's also got, I think, a pretty snug table image right now. He's sort of sat on the sidelines for a large part of this second frame of play.
What?
After the break.
I don't think he even knows it's his.
Due to card distribution, but yeah.
He doesn't even know it's on him.
3-4-handed.
No.
Sorry, it's a
you're scared. No. You're scared. Like why? You're scared. 5 bet.
The guy had no idea it was on him.
All in. If they both put.
Boss.
Flashing the deuce of spades, looking to earn.
I did this.
By mistake, all in. All in. They fold.
Good friend, okay.
Easy money.
Wait a minute, did Putra claim
No, you're weak.
that 3-bet was an accident? Did I hear that
No,
right?
he was just reiterating that when Mr. Long was in the tank, his heart rate kind of went up a bit, anticipating the cold for
Sure.
hand in the cookie jar kind of moment.
Right.
Not ideal. Ideal would be S5.
What are you guys up to, filthy bongers?
So GTO.
It's nuts. It's just crazy.
It looks like he wants to for better.
These hands could certainly collide on certain board textures.
And this is the businessman's game, right? So I do kind of like that. Like, Triton separates the businessmen from the pros a lot of the time, whereas they'll specifically run tournaments that are separated until the end, and they'll run cash games where they don't let pros play and stuff, which is kind of fun because, like, as much fun as it is to watch the pros, they're very mechanical.
Way of fair to a
like it's nice to see what the best options are to do, but it's also cool to see what just average players do. Like, they're all really knowledgeable poker players, but none of these guys are pros. These are all businessmen. They've all made their money elsewhere.
Tony G picking
They
up
just
gut
play
shot.
poker for fun. So this is more the image of, like, what a game would be if you played at a casino.
Look at this. Mr. Long with ace.
Lunchtime? What's for lunch? Anything good?
Wow, snap call from Savannah. Just non-believer with the Ducks.
Relieved to see a couple of folds behind him.
So he's just sitting there getting his head rubbed. Man, I'd like just someone to stand behind me and rub my head.
Ace of diamonds now is lovingly delivered.
Nothing good. Cantaloupe with tahine. Oh, it's still not too bad. Hopefully it's a good cantaloupe.
Yeah, the Ducks have been roasted. 9-6 apparently.
Wonder if that speech play.
Six good.
Along with all of these antics, might have earned Mr. Long a call from Santosh.
Good.
You see him shaking his head.
Oh, that was loose. He called $35,000 on the river with twos in a four-way pot.
On the day.
Savannah's found folds with flopped top sets, and then here the speech play.
Behind the scenes for you guys, losing money to you.
Don't overlook
This is the first time you listen.
the deep in the black.
Rub my
status
little
as
head.
well.
You will get tipped. Whoa!
I can make this call and still be.
Whoa, Vegas, you can. Get my head rubbed? Yeah.
Not necessarily just on streams, but in our years playing poker, as I'm sure many listening have.
Do you think it's weird for the massage girls to rub a guy that has a bald head?
Everything is going
Like Rob Young over there? You think that's weird to just rub this guy like with his like bald skin scalp? And you're just like moving the skin around on his head?
In my mind, as soon as
Do you think that feels bizarre?
from not too long ago, so I can relate for sure.
where you were the one who
Yeah, you know,
experienced
just
that.
putting in like 600 big blinds, feeling, you know, invincible, and oh well, I'm just gonna hit my draw.
Weird for her, yes.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Oh man.
Comes undone, right?
All of a sudden, you're
Oh man. I just want to see one of the bald guys get a head massage now, kind of.
withdrawal fees.
789 Rainbow here as
Girl!
some
Oh my
reasonable
god.
action and
Oh my god. What are you sending me, girl? Oh my god. Oh, it's my stream. Oh, thank you,
four
girl.
diamonds not
Hi,
really
Rabu.
connecting, but Suvarna has the underpair and gut
I
shot.
did my part. Thank you, girl.
An open ender and
Is it on me?
boss.
Can we get some ratings on these players, Raho? Is this a whole table of uggos again? Are poker players all just really ugly?
The muck.
How do you feel about Asian guys? Is it true? Are poker players just on the uglier side of humans?
Fanagi gonna
That just might be the case. Poker players just ugly. Sad. You see those black chips he has? Those are 100K
Pickups like
chips.
that one.
Man.
For him to work his way to even on the session, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, does it not?
Bravo, Najad.
Reasonably certain I picked it up out of a Panda
It's a
Express.
fuck no from me.
Like I was out there reading Sun Tzu. Or
Goddamn table full of uggos.
My friends are telling daily we're playing poker.
Shit, why do we only get the uggos in poker? What the fuck?
Panda Express, Henry?
No.
You eat cleaner than that, don't
But can you imagine? Like, this table is worth several $billion, though. So,
either
I mean, there's that.
march 1,000 miles.
There is that.
Destroy your enemy.
Rob Young owns multiple casinos. He also owns Lux on Pay. He owns an online poker site. I don't know what the hell. Tony G is just something. He owns Coin Poker and a whole bunch of other shit.
Who knows?
Paul Fua is
The man's a myth anyway.
Nagy a bit
in the
shy on
billions,
soldiers
probably, for
relative to
sure.
what he arrived at the battlefield with for the time being.
But he's known
Not
to
shy, though,
take
so
part in a lot of
wheel cutter, Mr. Long. Not going to be able to
underground activity, so I don't think a lot of his money is public.
For asking.
I'll tell you what, these two guys, a bit of a storyline emerging.
The head massage is really creeps. We were just talking about how creepy it would be to give a bald guy a head massage, though, Rojo. Wouldn't that be even worse? Oh, I would love that, though. No word of a lot. If I could have some fucking little Asian woman stand behind me and just rub my head the whole time I stream, I would be down.
And then you're in a weird spot, right? And it's if you do anything at all, then I can get away.
Yeah.
So it was my fault. I did it to myself.
Oh, I just made it like 225 with ace king. You got queen. Did the same as you. These are good hands, aren't they? Queen, ace king. What do you want to get down?
He rebought for $500,000.
No. Those big hands.
That guy's worth the most at the table, probably right there. The guy in all black.
So much for blockers.
I would guess he's probably the wealthiest.
Well, fairly dirty 9-3. Turns in the bottom two pair.
But it wasn't backdoor.
Flop is very good for me because
Up against the top pair of Boss, who raises his Nagy's 3K lead up to 10,000. And let's see if Phil can find some slow play here.
No.
and I can't call because I have only
The answer is yes.
left. No, 300 after.
On that wet of a board, well,
certainly gets very eventful, Henry.
Yeah, the night going from.
Should we do a dual IRL today, Roboot? Should we do a scratching stream? I'm down. I'm down to do it.
Paul can have.
I'm fucking down.
Anything here, 100% range from the big blind, but Nagy taking it north, 45k to go.
Yeah, some straightiness on the board, but given the raise on the flop from Paul, Phil not giving any credit to the idea of a straight.
Well, that'll
part of the
freeze the
equation,
action
but
a bit.
perhaps a flush draw as he now slows down after a 5 rolls off. Paul may be concerned a bit about the presence of a 7-8 or queen.
Pretty hard to value bet here.
That
like, what are you getting called by?
isn't inclined to bet this river. See whether or not he goes for value with top 2.
No, he's doing it anyways. He can give a fuck.
How about that?
Nagy shows the flop 2 pair and gets away from it.
I mean, if the guy's folding 2 pair, then the value bet's no good.
I feel so far.
That's how you can look at those spots. Like, if you value bet there 2 pair and the guy folds the smaller 2 pair, those are the hands you're trying to get to call. The value bet's bad because that means you're only getting called by better hands. Flushes and straights. So if you bet and they can only call with a worse or with a better hand, it's a bad bet. He's not bluffing. He wasn't bluffing there because there's no better hand that will fold.
The guys at the table
And like 9-3 and 9-10 are the only hands that can call that he beats.
And
Really,
it's almost
so
a weird form of fraternal compassion, let's call it.
bad value bet on the river.
One of your comrades is
It's a check.
suffering like this, but at the
It's a
same
check.
time, in terms of the task at hand, which is to win as many chips.
I was out today, and as I was turning on my street, I remembered that I proposed a duo
necessarily
stream.
suit
When
our
the HVAC
interest
guy
to
came, I realized how bad I need to
anybody
deep clean, so I got everything
Nightmares too.
pulled out. No
feeling
worries,
better,
Robu.
let's
No
call it,
worries,
and
girl.
maybe playing
No worries, girl.
Appreciate the
I'm
camaraderie.
always available any day to do it.
For many
You
battles.
get your stuff cleaned up, honey boo.
Put me back.
Here and there goes a long way as Putra.
So I did stop and grab some
You know, the
scratchers,
deck,
but
Ali is
I'm in the
teasing
rest.
us, you know.
I'm in for the
It's
rest
trying to
of
set
the
up
day. In for
something
rest of
big,
the day.
real
How much
top
in
heavy
scratchers
kind
did
of
you get?
situation. But the flops really haven't.
How
been
much did you get?
cooperating.
Dollar amount wise. Your scratchers are huge though. Like, I'm gonna have to scratch 85 tickets to keep up. We don't got $50 scratch cards here.
King with the healthy three that takes it down.
I don't got no $50. Biggest we got is usually 5 or 10
Is that a fly that's found its way onto the 25
for a little bit of scratching. 65 bones.
You would think
All right, I'll have to go to the store
with a wall
in
that
a little bit.
expensive, one of those electric fly mosquito
So much money in the middle.
zapper things would have
Vegas.
been installed.
Like 5
Yeah,
10s
there's
and
really
3
nothing
5s.
shitty about that stack.
I don't even
which
think
would
we,
suggest
honestly, I don't think we have 10s. I think my biggest are going to be 5s.
Interested in that. That is a pristine.
The only
collection
time they really have
there.
bigger than $5 ones is holidays. Like Christmas and
Here we go. Come on.
Father's Day,
Fours,
Mother's
deuces,
Day, I guess,
man
probably.
suited. It's Tony G.
Like
got
when,
Jack
you know, the
three.
normal holidays where you would give scratch tickets.
Stony G around?
Sleeping.
Oh, there's that set. Unfortunately for Paul,
Ain't nobody got shit all.
for Rob and Nagy.
Was it not Paul just last hand that had deuces in the face of the Putra 3-bet that he put into the muck?
That's
Paid him
right.
another visit back to back? And disappointing not to get any action there, but ever professional. This time he doesn't show it.
Yeah, no toys out of the pram kind of,
Yeah.
how bad do
Yeah.
I run? Nobody's got anything.
Especially when you know a guy just to your right is buried, you know,
Yeah.
have some perspective. I will say this, furthering the conversation that we had, you know, you referenced the fact that these guys
At
have
least
been
they got the
on
good commentators for
many
this game, and they
occasions
don't
in the
got
past.
fucking Maria
Talked
Ho.
about that fraternal compassion.
I hate
That
Maria Ho.
phenomenon is not the kind of thing that you typically see
Dumb
in a
bitch.
Gen Pop game, out in the card room with a bunch of strangers to one another.
Oh, 100%.
It is unique to this private game environment, the invitational nature of this, the fact that these guys aren't playing for a living, you know, you're not necessarily looking to deliver massive amounts of pain to anyone. You're just out here trying to do your best. Hopefully pick up a few shekels in the process, but
Yeah, I mean, it's an exclusive club for a reason, and all of these guys are veterans of these types of games.
Imagine being a veteran of $1 million buy-in games. What does that even mean? How many $1 million buy-in games can you have played in your life?
Me for a second. Fortunately,
Let's do another dab.
Putra
Cheers!
has bricks behind, although he's the one firing.
After that, in 5 minutes is a break. After that, we come back, we read.
Mr. Long peeling and failing to improve. King High was the best hand.
What did he say?
On what?
5 minutes, they're doing a break, and then they're coming back to redraw?
See at number 1.
Who promptly checks back here.
I like this seat or that seat.
So it sounds like when we return from break, there is a break coming up in around 7 minutes' time. They're going to do a redraw. Ali, little shuffle.
Interesting.
2.
One of the few showdowns where Mr. Long isn't the man tracking the pot in recent memory.
That's a great point, actually. I don't remember many showdowns where he's not tabled a winner.
The way he perked up after saying King High suggested he just thought, maybe I'm
Cheers!
going to take this one down too. You know, when everything's going our way, one can't be blamed for maybe thinking the run good is boundless.
How tilting is it as well when you're stuck and you just look down at 9-3 like you
Should we
want to get in
trade?
the mix.
You want to trade, Rojo? You want to trade
super
percentages,
one,
girl?
just something that allows you to get involved, and just 9-3. I mean, it's rough.
How much do you have to, like, how do taxes work on smaller stuff in the States? Like, if you get scratch tickets and you win $25 on a scratch ticket, do you get taxed on that $25? No. No.
Into the middle since the
No.
You know when you,
altercation.
How does that work?
you know when you're just running like that? I knew it was going to happen, too.
Nagy saying the exact same. He just wants some action, you know. Wants the chance to flop a set. Everyone folds.
Or do you not? We don't get taxed until it's over 1K. Oh, okay.
This verbatim, but
So the little stuff doesn't matter. Alright, I got you.
I'll eat whatever you guys are eating.
third hand.
I wonder if poker's the same. No, I don't think it is.
Something Nagy had said in reference to playing in these sorts of games, and
You don't get
it was
taxed till
to
it's
the
over
effect of,
1,000.
if you can't
Oh, yeah, those sound...
laugh while you're losing,
I don't know what to order, but yeah.
you're playing too big.
Order banyakan chicken dumpling.
And as you can see, he's laughing despite losing, and that suggests that these stakes are within his comfort range.
Why did I even ask him to show me the flop when I...
You asked for it.
I did. Here, let me just stab it in.
The $500 million man.
Right? It's so funny.
A recall in Vietnam just rocked up to one of our sponsors, Jacob & Co. I'll take that piece. That looks like it belongs to me.
Retail price, do we remember?
If I'm not mistaken, 500K.
Wow.
Spent that day.
Must be nice.
Who are they talking about?
Nice is having queen high.
They're talking about Phil
into
Nagy?
you when you hold ace-8 on an ace-7-7 board, and Putra has now hit this queen.
He's wearing a $500,000 watch?
Interestingly, it is
Jesus Christ.
Nagy who's chosen to lead out. Both holdings are spadeless, and look at Putra, a
For
non-believer.
single, no kids, it's about
makes the
24%.
call.
But there's a
That
chance
should
for
be
a
an action
refund if
freezer.
your total annual income is in a certain
It's a
bracket.
fourth
Oh, okay,
spade.
interesting.
Shows up.
Damn, 24% though, that's a lot. So you win $1,000, they're just taking $240 right off the top, huh? Shit.
Has the tide turned, Mr. Nagy?
I'm fine with the result. I don't like to be
Definitely looks surprised to be a winner in that spot.
I don't know. I wonder if that I wonder if that makes American poker players better for a long time because they're forced to earn more.
Maybe Putra could have considered
Interesting thought.
turning his hand into a bluff on the river.
Feels unnecessary.
Yeah, too much showdown value.
Yeah. Also, the pot's just not big enough to get, you know, spades to fold. 9 of spades, 10 of spades, jack of spades. Mr. Long in the mix. Queen 9 suited.
Scratchers. I
Santosh.
could do some scratchers.
Gonna ISO on the button. Has Mr. Long dominated?
They need more goddamn 100 and 200 buy-ins on SWC. Shit.
I don't know.
The players will be going on break in just a couple of minutes' time.
No break.
Let's jump back into this. Oh, Queen X v Queen X, potential violence.
Free that pot with Queen 9 versus Queen Jack.
Flop not cooperating. A 6-5 rainbow. No diamond in sight. The Santosh Savannah 3.0 show continues. 2.1 million chip stack. First ever Indian poker player to win a Triton title. He's now out here showing us, you know, the rumors that we heard in Cyprus of his biddings.
He's like the
In
only...
the cash games that were running into the early hours. There were rumors of him winning these, you know, $1 million, $2 million
I recall.
pots. We didn't get to bear witness to them. Here he is on display.
Man, if you were in your run hot streak when you sat down in these games,
Sixes for long.
this is how you just run up bankrolls like crazy. It's so interesting though that like the money means so little to these guys. I don't know.
No dice.
I don't know. It would be cool to know like their net worths. Obviously, I don't think that they would ever make that public. Nor do I think that a lot of these players, their net worth is.
Who's that? Did you hear? Who that? Who's here? Blast from the past. Anatoly.
No idea who that might be.
American.
Meanwhile, Boss and Mr. Long.
I don't think a lot of their net worth is above board.
Failing to
Well, that's probably the
sixes
case for
follow through,
pretty much
take it
every
down.
rich person out there. They're, a huge portion of their net worth is not above board.
Well, the gentlemen are settling in here. 2 stanzas in to this special $1 million cash game edition of the Triton Super High Roller Series. Santosh Suvarna, the big winner with over 1,000 bigs in front of him, as Rob Young is at the bottom of the leaderboard. Henry and I are going to step aside briefly, but when we return, more action. Stay close.
Man. Break. 15-minute break. And I can't put any music on, unfortunately, because we are... I don't know how this will go for monetization, but we're trying to be monetized. We'll find out. From what I understand, Triton is pretty easy going with that, so... We'll find out. Yeah, I don't know. That's nuts. But what about this, Rojo? Do you know the answer to this question? What if you took multiple lottery tickets in that were winners, but added up to a total of more than $1,000? But individually, none of them were $1,000. Would you still then be taxed because you're cashing in for more than $1,000 at once? See, these are the questions you need to know. Those are the toughies. Because something like that can have a lot of difference. On like the overall. Then, if that was true, wouldn't one just take in up to the limit and cash out? Well, I would assume, yeah. But I just wondered if that was something, like if you're an idiot and you're dumb and don't understand the rules and you like saved up all your tickets and cashed them all in at once and then you cost yourself being taxed instead of not. I don't know. Because I would just feel like maybe it's the total amount. So if they were to scan them all, it would total over 1,000, which would ring some kind of bell. That's what I think. Like, because you would be paying all that extra. I don't know. It's just that's an interesting question because I'm not, and I have no idea what the answer is. Well, and I'm not American, so I can't really find out that easy, but the answer is no, unless a single winner is over 1K. Oh, okay. Well, I'm surprised that they worked that in. You would think it would be the other way, though, right? Just so they could take advantage of idiots. You would think it would be the other way.
Where Santosh Suvarna is far and away the big winner on the session thus far.
Interesting.
Seat redraw complete. We have shuffled the proverbial deck.
Well, we're excited.
Although Mr. Long and Santosh remain
And Rob.
Been there twice.
in seat 6 and 7. Rob Young apparently also in seat 1, but a little bit of shuffling nevertheless.
Little musical chairs.
Ali Najad alongside Henry Kilbane. Glad to have you with us for this continuing coverage of a 1,000, 2,000 blind, no limit hold'em cash game, a 4,000 $8 big blind ante and many single and double straddled pots have already taken place.
I think Phil Nagy is like free money.
How much you're in, Santos? How much you
I would be the first to sign the petition for Rob to always wear a suit at a televised cash game, looking very sharp.
He is, but I gotta tell you, I sort of like.
Besides, up to 1K is
tracksuit
cashed
Robbie.
at most retailers.
with the
Over
Prada,
1K must
Yeah.
be cashed at
often.
lottery headquarters. Oh, okay.
He gives me, you know, Bond movie vibes with the suit
Sure.
though.
I know we have that.
So,
I don't know what the number is though, but once you're at a certain spot, yeah, you have to also cash it at a like a
Only thing to be eulogized thus
legit
far
OLG
Phil Nagy's first buy-in.
booth. You can't just
Yes,
go
he
to
is
like
currently
you can't just go to a corner store and do it. You'd have to go to like
Decent figure,
a
but
casino
As is
or
always the case,
malls have legit ones and
based on
stuff
his
like that.
affect, always maintains
You're not very good for the game.
positive vibes.
Different Tony G now.
I'm not good. The other ones are worse. That's the problem.
And Santosh will be the
I've
man
never had
taking
to go
down
to
the
one of
first
those
pot on the
before.
back end of this.
Shucks.
I've never won big on the lottery ever, or like even moderately big.
The show continues.
Cheers!
Santosh has evolved into Santosh 3.0. It's official.
Today's a long night.
Yeah? You...
Nagy with a very fitting hard luck
Ah, okay.
logo on his tee. Talking of tea,
Yes.
Yeah, there's been more than a spot of it
9.
delivered table side.
I don't know what time the TV stopped. Though.
Kicking things off.
Or
Early position with the ace deuce of spades.
Okay, next time no TV, no need to call you.
But you'll remember when Santosh was stuck $500,000 as he was early on the session, has obviously righted the ship.
Otherwise, I'm bored.
Certainly increased the frequency with which he was willing to get involved in hands.
very true, as is often the case. That looks like a 10.
It certainly does. 10-5. Tony G, a flat three, managed to
Lol.
set, tried to induce
Lol. Phil Nagy's the one that's already down $1 million.
here on the turn. Nagy has hit his ace and continues to have the wheel draw. Calls Tony's bet on the turn, and now
Are there different
Faces
scratchers
of
in different
60,000
provinces or exact?
on the river, backdoor hearts arriving, and that is
I don't actually know.
fold.
I've never seen scratchers from another. I think they're different because ours are all by the OLG, Ontario Lottery
When set against the backdrop of
and
being
gaming.
Henry.
Is that what it is? Ontario
bravo,
Lottery,
Nagy.
something like that. Ours are all OLG though, so
Not easy to get.
I'm
away from
assuming
top pair.
whatever, like Quebec would have the QLG maybe or whatever. So, but I don't know if the tickets are actually different or not, or if they're the same games. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's not.
Flopping top set.
Yeah, the OLG is all the lottery is all
On brand.
operated by the OLG,
First time I've done it.
Ontario Lottery and Gaming. I think it's gaming, Ontario, or it's gambling, one or the other. Yeah, all provinces have. I don't know if they all have the lottery. I think they do, but gambling is legal in all provinces.
Two
Yeah.
bets become three. As Rob's
They still do have different laws though.
leaned on by Putra's King Jack.
They're minorly different laws, but we have like the same as you guys. Like our big lotteries are national as well, so right.
Both players with a pair.
Like,
advantage Putra.
Whatever those would be in the
Baseball
states, like
texture,
Powerball and
for
Lotto 649
Means the
or whatever.
continuation.
Like all those ones that were in the states, they get over $1 billion.
Rob up as well.
Like those are national lotteries, right? We have those too.
Stake in the 900,000 in front of him.
But those aren't the same as
indicative
scratch
of being
tickets.
Stuck just 100,000.
No, even before the Queen King's hand, he had topped up 500k or so.
So certainly his back a bit up against the wall in terms of current result. Turn goes check, check, and then the river. Binks Rob for two pair.
I don't know.
He doesn't waste any time.
I don't know. I've been to Quebec, but yeah, I never bought scratchers there though.
And he'll see the bad news.
Maybe if I go again, I'll buy scratchers because now I'm kind of curious. I actually have no idea what other provinces scratchers look like.
Those are the subtle.
I think they're all the same probably.
We're talking about the little.
They would just say the other province's logo would be on the top instead of OLG.
Right. That's the hand that I opened and then called the re-raise with. And then stuck it where the sun doesn't shine on the river.
I love it.
You can.
Check turn. You bet 34.
I think you call.
There you go, post-mortem.
I'll tell you what, as
3.0.
much camaraderie as is associated in these private game streets,
Not a guy down that's losing one.
you better have some thick skin if you're going to get out here and tussle with these likes.
100%.
Yeah, I like how much these guys go
trying,
after
yeah.
each other.
To be able to give it
I still keep trying.
as well as taking it.
You have to keep trying.
Something you're kind of privy to, right? Your game has that
You want to fold?
home game-ish environment where
Oh,
the
yeah.
jousting is relentless
Another dab?
at times.
Can be.
Paul, how can you kick a guy out of a game if he plays Queen 10 offsuit?
Great marketing, Rob. Love it. Santosh with the 8K. Let's go. Double straddle.
Because we have so many VIP.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
It's a very good problem.
Yeah, boss Paul Pua suggesting that the wait list to get into this game is quite long and
Isn't that insane?
many people.
The wait list
into
is
the
long.
lineup, perhaps.
To get into a $1 million buy-in game, they have a long wait list.
Says we have many VIPs.
Yeah, not
Boss
something
Paul.
you hear all too often. You know, a queue of people willing to pony up 7 figures.
Yeah.
$1 million buy-in, that's the rules. And
Isn't that fucking insane?
in terms of
There's literally a
enthusiasm
line
and
of
demand
people
for
waiting to get into a $1
what the
million
Triton Super
game.
High Roller Series
Like-
puts on offer. Truly a one-of-a-kind product, be it tournaments or cash games.
That's just crazy.
Secrets out, Henry. Queen 5-4 here.
When me and Thumbsy were in
Club
Niagara,
board.
there was no queue to sit down at the
Could
table.
have been an incredibly disappointing flop texture, but Savannah, undeterred, wants to see a turn.
Yeah, check calling. Clubless with just the wheel gutter. Prospects improving courtesy of the paired board on the turn in terms of perhaps working his way into a chop, which he doesn't need to worry about pursuing as he hits a clean 3 of hearts on the back end of a check. And Tony G.
Tony's got to see this.
Yeah.
You know, Tony's up.
Oh, good.
What could have been had that 3 of hearts rolled off with Tony stuck 400.
I still remember that moment, Santos in Cyprus, when you misread your hand, then you bet, then you
Crazy game. Crazy game.
Someone called you, remember? Tournament. Yeah, in the tournament.
So yours are all just matchers, right, Rojo? Yeah, like I'll try to get simpler ones,
And I had a flash.
but I'll have to get whatever I can to get the bigger ones probably, because they usually don't have as
guy
much.
call you without.
Yeah, he called with top pair. Jack pair.
Very bad.
I'll just have to get whatever there is available for them ones.
That Odair, Steve Odair. Fuck, man. I don't know. That hand I had a flash.
Like the 5s and bigger will be hot. I don't know how many
5K
5. There's a
open
lot
for
of
Rob with ace
3s.
five
That's our most common size is
This time,
$3.
Fortress 3 bet is tethered to
There's
much
tons of
stronger
those.
kit. Ace.
There's not a lot of the bigger ones, so.
Another 10K going to be required to see a flop.
Look at this hand. I have a full house on the
Perhaps
table and a full house in
might
my
have
hand,
considered
and he's
activating
betting into me.
With the
You lose.
Suited wheel ace. Well served not to have done so, not just given the fact that he's up against red aces, but the fact that this Jack 7-4 board is absolutely not connected to his hand, and so the check fold.
I don't do the ones that you think about
25K
it, and you don't
follow-through.
have to buy private tickets. No, I'll do an amount though that, so we can like have a match.
Involved.
Like verse each other. So, you know, I'll do like 25 or something like that. So it's a $50 total or whatever. And then when we stream, we'll just do like 25 total versus each other and see what the outcome is in just like in the same amount of cards. You know what I mean? You know, not that you can't scratch the other ones on stream too, but for like if I make like a video out of it or something like that, then that way it would be more of like a evened out thing. Where did the stream go again? Why does it keep dying? It's so weird.
The
There we go, Rob Young.
On the topic of squeezes, raising a flat call, and then a 3-bet out of the big. This qualifies as such.
Yeah, I prefer to not do those ones either,
Two
personally.
threes will stay interested.
I mean, I don't mind them if I'm gonna just like be having fun and scratching them. I'll do them, but like they take a lot of time.
To the flop.
They definitely are time heavy.
72,000 in the middle. That better hand designation erodes as the ace-high board hits Rob, and yet Young, with a slippery line, decides to check, and he has induced Mr. Long to fire.
Is this the classic, oh, you have 10s through kings? Ace-high board has come, and now I'm going to try and get you to fold. Let's see.
It looks like that's what Young is trying to
achieve, yeah.
So in Mr. Long's mind. Now the king turns up, and see if Mr. Long wants to continue to tell a tale.
Rob's also down
in short
$500,000.
order, he decides not, and board texture withering away further for the threes. Rob can rest fairly assured that the ace-jack is good now.
1-4-2 in the middle. I like the small bet around third pot. Snap fold from Mr. Long. Rob looks incredibly puzzled. That one knows that his man was up to no good.
I managed to win the minimum.
Won the max. That sneaky check. Hour 4 now for Tony.
Of the massage?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The thing is, you really have to
big hand.
Have a pretty brisk win rate to support a massage habit. Maybe not at these stakes, but you know, it adds up.
Over-unders on hours getting massages lifetime Tony's spent.
I mean,
I feel like I've commentated on at least 500 hours.
How many hours of poker has he played in his life? Divide that by 2, perhaps?
Yeah, thereabouts. That's a strong read.
At minimum $1 a minute.
10-9-7 here.
Minimum.
And unfortunately, a not so strong top pair for Ferdinand Putra, who is doing the betting here, outkicked by Rob Young, who checked in front of him. Bad end of a gutter for Mr. Long, and bin the 5-6.
Yeah, limped pot, can't fault Putra for betting with his top pair here.
Two-tone board pairing 9.
Some opportunities now.
Scratchers! I want to get lucky. Are we gonna get lucky, Robu?
Continuing
Maybe, right?
to take a passive approach to this one.
Maybe. There's always a
Pucha
chance.
continues to fire. 15 into 26.
There's always a chance we just get lucky.
I think the idea is to check behind most rivers here once called, unless it goes running nines.
And that is one of the opportunities aforementioned.
Might get lucky and just be rich. Well, semi-rich. A little bit richer, I suppose.
Let's see if Ferdinand is going to hunt value. We got our answer as he bet 50,000, got snap called, and they'll carve it.
Oh
Which are very fortunate.
A little surprise.
To get a rebate on that one for sure.
I know. Have you wriggled out of that one? I got the overcard to the 9, everything. You can only win with the 9, right? Dirty. You can only win with the 9, right?
Yes, king, queen.
Chop. You can only win. You can only win with the 9.
Okay, we will 9.
Oh, he's chop. Yeah, chop. Yeah.
Chop, you can chop.
Can you win with a 4?
I know, it's hard having them, you know, having to explain that.
We should make a rule that you can win the 4. Make it fair.
What are they talking
You have
about?
to use both cards. If you use both cards, the rest for him.
What the hell are they going on about right now?
Suit, like it's
No,
Like he's like a mile.
betting very small turn, so you check the river.
Look at Phil Nagy. 9 deuce suited. Early position.
I mean, he's
Opens
the biggest
pot to
loser.
5K.
Should make it like 250 in the river.
to rep what?
He recognizes that being a spectator is not going to be
You didn't raise. You have
the path
pods or nothing. Yeah.
to getting even.
I should raise you.
There's
Actually, shouldn't I?
4 high.
I didn't think long enough.
no
I
callers.
can raise you. Yeah.
Oh, I should.
Well, you're in the big blind, so you're more likely to have a 9, right?
I don't think winning the blinds and antes is the path to getting even either. He's down $1 million.
Okay, analysis.
He's winning what?
Indonesian and UK poker.
4K ante, 7K. Yeah, he's got to win a whole lot of blinds and antes to get back $1 million.
Terrible. I'm hurt.
You're hurt. It's a compliment.
I'm hurt.
Good.
When I'm in America, I lose 6 times, win once. Eddie, all the guys. Oh, Rob, 3.0.
They say that too?
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
Okay.
And then I get a small win in like Triton game and suddenly 3.0, blah, blah, blah.
I wonder why.
Cheers!
Things about everyone in this table, like, oh, I'm playing with Ferdy VIP, you know. I'm playing with this. I think we have an edge.
I'm the only one don't think.
Yeah, you probably think you're the best here.
No, I don't even. I honestly don't think.
Hit and run always.
Yeah, that's all I think about.
What did I
Hit
say
and
last
run.
night? I said I guarantee
That's all I
Tony
care
will
about.
not be on the reserve list today, yeah. Paul will weaken.
80%, right?
Paul.
Paul's so nice.
Paul is very nice. Man.
No, he said 80% action.
Yeah, I said 80%, yeah?
You said.
Ace 4 and deuce suited, respectively.
Poor UK friends, just ruthlessly.
Boss not interested. Continuing after defending his big.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Long open.
Rooted. Rob 3.0, too good.
Getting banned.
Huh?
I want another $1 million chip pot.
Get an invite tomorrow.
I want to commentate on $1 million chip pot.
Tony seems to be joking at the idea. He's
Even
happy to give up his
suits for this dream game.
give up his seat.
Ayo, what's good, Art?
Got a suit made. I believe him.
Happy
It's fresh.
Friday.
Can I get a Macallan?
Me and Robu are doing a scratcher stream later. Woo!
Excuse me.
He always take me seriously.
Macallan. Paul said whiskey. Macallan 18.
Can you charge this?
Well, if there's one thing I know,
Anything except charge me, please.
Did some
About
hiking
Tony
and
G.
went to the zoo today. Oh damn, let's go with the Vandalay mom.
Montenegro.
Oh yeah.
18,000.
Let's go. The zoo, huh? How was the zoo? Big one or not bad?
You get the bill.
Drive through or walk through or what kind of zoo was it? I guess that's a safari.
He said he's your
I
guest.
suppose that's a safari where you drive through.
We went 50, and then we went 50-50. 9,000 each it cost us.
That's the first time.
First time you ever met him, yeah.
Wow.
I was going to say, he's a man to whom you need just
The African Lion Safari.
This fucking guy, ain't he?
That's what we have here.
He's your guest.
I've been a
could
couple
get
times.
interesting quickly.
It was good. It's just the zoo we have in town.
Tony firing 11,000 with a pair of 8s.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Delane go too. You, Elaine, and Van Delane mom.
Good one here or no?
You pay?
I don't know what. Is it Estelle?
60 years. 100 years also.
That's what George Costanza's mother's name is, right? I think it's Estelle. Shit. Just Art, Elaine, and Estelle
The McLaren, or you still have
to
it?
the zoo.
I think in Dubai.
In Dubai, yeah. I wonder whether it
We
tastes a
usually
lot
go to
different.
the Omaha Zoo,
don't.
which is, I think, the top.
So much of it is fake.
25 years is the best. Value.
Little
But still
brother is
expensive now.
in town with mom as
Like,
well. Oh, nice. Let's
50
go.
I think, you know?
Let's go. How much younger is your little brother?
Forgot. 50 or 60.
When's the last time you drink, Mr. Ball?
If you put,
a while, right?
if you
I
put
think
5 years
Elaine
old
might
and
be
50 years
pregnant.
old together,
Hopefully.
no label.
Stay
Could you
tuned.
tell?
No way. Man, that's crazy. Much love. Congrats, Art. If true, if all's good, I hope so.
With respect
Congrats,
to
congrats.
liquors and wines,
No, you can't
I
tell.
honestly cannot
that
tell.
barring master sommeliers,
He's about 5 below
or
me. Oh,
whatever the
okay.
equivalent
Well, that's
is
a
in
little
the
bit.
liquor world,
That's quite a little bit.
can the average palate really differentiate between a $50,000 bottle of whiskey and a $1,000 bottle of whiskey? As
At least you play that too.
Tony G differentiating between ace 3 and ace 9, three
Try not
betting
to
the
get hopes
Suvarna
up.
Open. Santosh makes the call, turns it into a wheel
Let's
draw.
go. Let's go.
I think it was an ace 3 that he took down Tony's ace jack with not long ago. Let's see if he can repeat the feat here as he check calls
Let's
10,000.
go.
Always.
Well,
qualified
hopefully, hope
indeed.
for the best. Hope for the best, brother.
Santosh.
Half the time these guys are going to chop on the river as Tony firing 15,000 undeterred
You know they
despite
tell
being
you
perilous,
growing up,
and that is
be
no longer the
careful,
case
might get
as the
pregnant,
9 of
but it's
clubs
low-key kind of hard.
hits him.
Whoa!
Hunts some
I don't
value.
know, trying to hit that window is difficult, I guess. I think it's like the old saying, right? It's only hard when you want it to happen. And it's really easy when you don't want it to happen or whatever, right? It's one of those things. It's one of those things where
Savannah likes getting sticky. with
yeah,
some of these
it only
spots.
happens when you don't want it. And then when you're trying, it's fucking hard.
It's the capability of getting away from disastrous.
Probably
habits.
the
Can't
stress
find
and
a fault
everything
here.
too on the body, I'm sure.
And Tony scoops 119k pot. That's that massage covered for at least another 12 hours.
River.
I don't know what that therapist's rate is, but I think I can safely say that
Therapist.
he's good for way more than 12 hours.
Including the blinds, I meant. So you can just keep folding blinds and big blinds. yeah.
Okay, so free massage and just sit back and
Just
let the
sit
blinds
back,
and annies
enjoy
whittle you
the
away.
massage. Get
Right.
a bit of TV time in.
Dude getting a massage
maybe it's
is
more prudent
looks
to take an
very
out
Russian.
button
That's Tony.
situation such
Guo-
as that.
he's no, he's
it down,
oh, he
Too bad.
loves Russians though, but
In
he's
Malta.
Lithuanian.
That as well.
He's Lithuanian. That's what he
right.
is.
With the jacks.
But he loves
It's
Russians.
the same for wine.
He's in Russia all the time.
Answer
He used to
same
play the
question.
big
Can you
games.
taste the
Russia
difference?
actually used to be a
Five-year-old
place
bottle
that
and
had huge games as well.
aged wine.
I mean, people who aren't master sommeliers, yeah, I would say. I mean, I can
About
taste the
that
difference
adult
between
baby
two
diaper life.
blackjacks.
Damn!
Labor for him.
How many grams is that?
And this is a flop where
I still think we need to just move Rojo in with Doobie Granny. That's it.
continue to aspire.
I actually like. I don't like the black one. I don't know why.
Which one?
Suvarna
easy
Nines and
passport
fives,
into
which turn
Canada.
into fives full of nines. On
Like,
the
you
turn.
get citizenship.
I don't know, yeah.
Check call.
All you gotta do
And
is
it goes
marry
check,
Doobie
check.
Granny and then live with her for a
Takes
year
very
and you're in.
disciplined,
You're in, that's it. It's that easy.
conservative approach to the turn.
That easy.
Recognizing that maybe there's some 9x or 5x
Shit.
involved. Backdoor diamonds.
80 pound. Not 8,000.
Draw.
Don't worry. I don't. But you have a long memory, you know? That was painful.
The things he paid for, you have
Yeah.
good memories.
30 into 39,000, 3/4 pot plus.
It's just a funny story, though.
I don't know if,
This would be fairly impressive for
I guess she was
Poocher to
married
find
to
the
my
fold.
mom's dad. I don't even know. I think they were married.
Incredible.
He didn't.
I mean,
Is that
busted
bad that
clubs
I'm not
really
even positive if they
along
were
with some of
married?
the inside
Is the
straight
vaccine
stuff.
mandated for using the free medical system still?
But it can't be
No.
KX, 9x.
That
5x,
never
or
was in
backdoor
place.
diamonds. Unblocks.
That would be against our constitution.
diamonds.
Every Canadian has the right to
Yeah, probably
healthcare.
fold with a club.
Wow.
call
They
without a
couldn't.
club.
They
Nice
couldn't do
fold.
that.
Playing 10 again.
That would have caused.
No bluff.
That would have caused a lot of stuff to happen.
And no bluff is
No, they never mandated that.
honesty out of Santosh.
Really
No, that would have caused riots.
appropriating.
That would have caused riots, and they know that.
Earned for
They
that
know they couldn't have pushed those
$1.8
buttons.
million pot.
Then I will consider immigrating.
Five.
Woo! I wonder how long you. I guess you just have to become a full Canadian citizen, and then you get free healthcare, right? I suppose that's how it works.
Big pain.
Big pain?
When I was winning, they nearly me when I was winning.
No, but I'm not. I don't mind.
Doobie Granny has a nice, lovable cat too. His name's Buddy.
Of course, I'm
He's
happy.
lovely.
I'm happy to play. I'm enjoying.
She couldn't remember his name the other day.
Nagy, the opener, with an ace-4 suited.
Objective is to win.
Nope, Mr. Long. Flatting on the button with the 10-8 off.
Oh, he's been in the mix.
What are the plans? How long the family in town for? Are any more plans for the weekend? You guys doing more fun stuff?
Santosh, ace-8.
Are they just staying at your place?
In the mix
You got a
from
busy
the small.
house.
Rob likes the price.
As well, when you fold the aces.
Closes the action and flops himself top and bottom pair here.
Was it a good fold?
Two players with middle pair.
Hard to get a lot of value here.
3 checks in front of him. Mr. Long is going to look to whittle the field and see what's what.
A little tickle, see if Rob wants to announce himself.
Santosh Savarna never folds. Early tomorrow afternoon, so gonna have pizza for a low-key dinner tonight.
Answer
Maybe
is
get some
yes.
ice cream.
100K to
Nice.
go.
Pizza and ice cream. The impeccable match. The hike kicked my ass.
Mr. Long's 10-8.
Yeah, I mean, and especially when you've been doing it for a couple of days. After a thumbsy left too, I was like dead. I was like, fuck me. We did a lot of hiking, cleaning the house up,
Savannah.
and getting everything ready, and then more
Now
hiking, then
seeing.
Niagara, and
An
just
8
like,
folded. Maybe suspicious.
go to the
As to
lake
what
for a walk in
exactly?
the morning, grab some breakfast or something.
You have 8.
8.
There we go.
Maybe a nice little
Somewhat
restaurant on the
powerless,
water.
however.
Done. Anyone?
Pizza and wings sounds like a plan.
Do much about
Pizza
it.
and wang. Oh my god. Doobie Granny got wings the other night out for Holly
Rabbit Hunt
Schmolly's
was on
birthday
there,
dinner, and it was
Per Rob's
gnarly.
request.
Yeah.
Watching old people eat chicken wings has got to be one of the worst sights you can witness as a
Would you
human
call if
being.
you don't see his card?
Ooh,
Would you call if you don't see
fucking
his card?
terrible.
He call?
No, would you call if?
You don't see that.
Yeah. Call.
I wear it pretty quick. Yeah, I feel that. And the social energy.
Yeah.
The social battery gets worn
On the
out.
stream, Queen 7. Mr. Long. I saw
One
it.
heart gone.
I saw it, so I had to say.
You got to get on a
Hope someone
plane
has 8-7 there.
early Monday.
What?
So gonna be pretty tired next
Santosh,
weekend. Oh yeah,
short
I
day
feel you.
today.
I feel you. Oh, you're flying. What's the drive? You're
that
flying out there, huh? How far a flight?
When would
It's
you
not
ever
too bad,
fold
is
a flush
it?
draw? Ever?
Wow.
Eat 8.5.
Good Money should fucking drive out and meet you at the casino.
Backdoor plus, yes.
You guys should meet up, blackjack it down. Good Money, get to the casino.
Easy.
5 to play, sorry.
still a good hand.
Yeah.
But he made it very expensive.
See how loose everybody is,
Greedy,
though?
you made it
What happened here? Raise with 6s? Mr. Long is flat calling 9-6 off.
Pot size bet.
I made it pot size better.
Only be a couple hours flight, I think, direct out of Omaha. Oh, that's not too bad.
Rob still in the post-mortem from the last pot where he made it 100K and ended things. on the
Nice not to
flop.
have to taxi and shit all when you get
Finds
there,
himself
too.
involved
Well,
in
you'll
one
have to do a
here
little,
where Tony
obviously, from the
G's
airport,
pocket
but-
sixes have bet,
Yeah.
but the focus
He came to my casino and won all the money.
very much upon Phil Nagy's ace queen, which is top pair, but up against Ferdinand Putra's bottom two.
Why? Tony G just see that into 6 people or 5 people with 2 6s on this board.
One of
Like,
those
what are you trying
hands,
to do?
Ali, where you want a bit
Got
of
a rental
protection,
car
but
from the
you're also
company,
not
too, so gonna drive. Oh, let's go. Drive it like I stole it. LOL. Just a little, like, mid-sized sedan.
1,000 big blind pot with bottom two.
Sedona.
It does
What's in
make it
Sedona?
70,000, gets Tony out of there.
Gets me back in the end.
Nagy not going anywhere just
Nagy's
yet.
down $1 million. He's currently losing $1 million.
Queen to get out of dodge, and there it is, Ali. Queen of clubs, right on cue.
What a key card that is for Phil Nagy, who admittedly I thought was snake bit after seeing this.
Oh shit, let's go.
He's maintained
That's
discipline
what's
and
up.
found some laydowns in spite of being buried, but here
You probably don't remember.
Allowed to get any
Might
model
this be-
card. That'd
I
be
tried
sweet.
to do the better ace on you.
a meaningful step forward.
God, Omaha.
I wasn't that.
For Phil Nagy, it certainly rates to be the case, as Putra bets 150,000, Henry.
I wasn't focused on the game.
That is a big turn barrel from Ferdinand, and all of a sudden, there's just shy of $500,000 going to the river.
Man.
A river which counter
Oh.
disastrous card.
That's like the worst card too, because it's gonna kill the action.
Would seek to shut it down after investing this much into a pot, but this certainly feels to me, Henry, like one of those situations where that is absolutely warranted. And Putra agrees as he checks, and of course, with the stone nuts,
He's unlikely to have.
Nagy will very comfortably fire something into this 489, and I would imagine no matter what it is.
What a shitty river.
four.
I remember almost every hand I played.
It's like a pot-sized bet.
Big hand up in poker, you know, it's weird. I can't remember other things, but with poker.
What an amusing game we play.
I can remember a great.
Ali
bluff.
gives Nagy the nuts, but inadvertently kind of costs him
I folded aces.
from making more money.
Isn't that interesting? He's thinking gin,
Yeah.
but really this is a helping of nothing more than tonic.
I remember.
It's like, please have, you know, 4s, 5s, deuce 3.
That was a big bluff as well. That one. I think 700,000 bluff. Isn't it? Oh, wow. It's weird how you remember poker hands.
Is that a Teddy KGB-esque Oreo at the ear?
Got my keys off.
Sort of
I don't think I've ever had tonic.
Oh, sorry. Big
going to the frog?
What's up with the I don't know.
I didn't know the black.
Emblematic
This guy's weird.
of a very strong
Phil
hand?
Nagy's he's a really
have a
weird
read.
guy.
That it's always nutted from
He
what
owns
I've
a
seen,
poker
but
site.
I have a very small sample.
So I don't know if that gives you any.
But
insight.
typically
He
used
just
whenever
fucking-
his opponents take more than 15
bit
seconds
strange.
with a decision.
Mister.
Kind of needle, if you will. Putra really thinking things through here. Unblocking clubs, unblocking gut shots, straight draws. Nothing but a bluff catcher. What hands would Nagy polarize with here?
Doesn't make sense.
It
6,
doesn't
7 of
make
clubs.
sense. You heard the man. This isn't posturing.
Look.
This isn't TV time. He's facing a nuts or nothing bet on the river, and it doesn't make
In
sense.
IRL poker, like online, probably doesn't.
And you're saying
No, so the way it
given
works
that
in
Putra
real
was a
life
big
is
blind,
any player at the table,
that
the player can think as long as they
presence of
want,
deuce three
but once given
occasion
a
in his
reasonable amount of time,
maybe even the
any
pocket
player
fours
at the
or
table
fives
can
that
call
you
the
spoke
clock.
of
And
would leave
if you call the
anything
clock,
short
the floor will
of
come
aces
over.
full.
They will tell you that you have
Much
1
less
minute to make a
apt to put
decision.
this
At the
card
end
out
of the
there.
1 minute,
Even
if
the
you have
ace
not
king
made a
not going to
decision,
do
your hand will
this.
be
Precisely,
terminated.
Ali, and I think
And they'll stand there with
Putra
like a
believes
clock or their
he would
watch,
have heard from those
and
hands
at 10 seconds, they'll say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and then you either make a decision, and if you don't, your hand is killed. So, but there's been times, like I've been in games where people have taken over 10 minutes in a spot. Like say a guy, you know, depending on the size of the game, even if you're playing 1-2, guy moves all in on the river for like $700. Like,
a hand like 5s or 4s,
and you have a hard spot, nobody's really going to call the clock before like 10 minutes.
And then just flat call the check raise.
That's right, yeah. Well, and then the only thing that does come into play is like people, the opponent will do it to fuck with you sometimes. So like say Phil Nagy thinks if he calls the clock, it'll make his hand look weaker, right? Because sometimes calling the clock, people think that you want them to be pressured by time, so that means it's more likely you're bluffing.
Showed the ace queen.
So you do see that where like 3 minutes could pass and that the player in the hand might say clock just to try to get like fuck with you. But
ace queen or nothing.
It's not really seen as that would only happen in games that like nobody knows each other. You wouldn't do that to someone
veteran of the game.
You're just gonna
Been around the
lots of psychology, yeah.
Yeah, message me.
Today you are going.
Like these guys would never do that because they're in such a big game and
not at all.
I mean, like.
The guy that says he's playing the Invitational, Iraj Pravani, we approved him as a VIP.
Yeah, super VIP.
But
that's
I need to get him to post. Yeah.
If it's on your bankroll.
those Shavarna just never folds. The guy just never folds. But there's what? How many players are at the table? 8? There's $9 million on this table right now. 9 million. Because one person has rebought. Actually, 9.5, because the other guy, Rob, rebought for $500,000. So there's $9.5 million on the table.
Three
right now.
as both Suvarna and Yang have.
Well, the absolute worst hand bets. Yet the absolute worst hand of 5 players is the one betting.
Phil Nagy, who was barreling with Jack 9, maybe feeling it a bit.
How do they know what cards they have?
It's about
RFID. All the cards are RFID tagged, and then there's RFID readers all in front of the players. So as soon as the cards get slid over the RFID readers, they're read by the computer. But they're also, and then there's a whole bunch of security behind that too. So like none of the readers, none of the cards are read by the card. They're all read by serial number, and all serial numbers of all decks are independent. And like there's all these security precautions so that even if someone somehow got into the RFID signal, which it's a local wired signal,
and the ability to close the action if we do flat the 25,000, and
they could still defend against it because all you would see is serial numbers, and even if you cracked one deck, as soon as they change decks, the serial numbers change. So
always qualifies.
You would then have to crack the next deck.
100k and change in the middle.
And an 8.
And the broadcast is also on a delay, so the amount of security put into into gambling versus online banking.
Wow, Rob really pressing matters here.
Love to see it.
The 5 does play for Santosh, as you see.
They go all out. They're actually talking about. Well, there was a big hand that happened a while ago in the poker world.
Showdown, and let's see
where it was highly suspected that the woman cheated, but there was never proof, or she was never found guilty. So they just suspected it. But ever since then, there's been a lot of questions as to how the operations are done, how safe they are, what the possibilities are, you know. And like pretty much the only possibility is that the other problem is all the teams are independent. So
Santosh
it would even if you had someone on the inside, a lot of these live streams have independent teams. So like there's a team that's in charge of this section and then this section and then this section. They don't overlap. So to be able to cheat, you would need to be part of the people that do the decks and do the technology. You'd need an in there, and you'd also need an into the live stream room, which are 2 separate departments, to be able to get the signal. So even to do stuff like that, you'd have to have multiple people willing to like be paid off and stuff. So it is rather safe for sure. Like I don't think there's a lot of risk that these games get cheated.
I thought can have
A lovely look there at the
any other river.
high stakes salon.
River, I bet. 'Cause
I mean, it's probably happened, but
I don't understand. Yes.
Tonight's festivities.
Only 4 lives.
Truly opulent surroundings.
Otherwise, you won't be winning. Oh, chop only. If 4 come, river, I win.
I'm gonna bet river, no picture card. I don't think you can call.
Yeah, I call. River, I call. Yeah. How much you are betting? 200K I fold.
I love that guy.
Call.
Santosh Suvarna, his voice is so good.
Seems to make all the action. People just waiting for me.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mr. Lowe. I think I have 1% chance of winning this hand.
Mr. Long flats for 4,000 and then gets charged another 16 by Rob's King Jack, which hops in front of his Ace 10
You're scaring me.
on this Jack 6-6 board with a second check in front of him. Rob now more content to barrel. And the 25
These guys are
is
so
called by
loose.
Mr. Long, who binks the ace.
Oh yeah, see, I have 1% chance.
Oh, yes, on the river.
1% chance of winning.
Why flop check?
Yeah,
Flop bet T4.
impossible to win. Issue.
Bet call.
Huh?
Flop bet call.
Flop, bet, call. Of course you call. Yeah, of course.
Also call.
Well then turn, maybe you fold. So I think I play it bad.
Flop bet, turn bet, E fold.
Yeah.
No.
Turn also flop bet,
50 call. Bet.
turn, why?
Turn 100. Fold.
Fold.
I play bad.
Rob lamenting the line that he chose to take there,
You don't
perhaps
have confidence going into the hand. It affects you how you
lost opportunity to win that pot as opposed to
It's
lose it.
so
I should always bet that flop. You could have like Jack 10 or Paris.
Oh, I'm excited to do a scratch card off against my Rob Booth though.
Controlled his own destiny in that one.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah, I do love the post-mortems. You know, what could have been in these million different hypothetical situations. We've all been there.
Come on, let's see another $1 million pot. Give it to us.
Oh, you can get really.
Give us the
really
juice.
Oh yeah.
I want to see another $1 million pot.
Butterfly effect thoughts percolate.
I just missed having the $1 million pot on
Fives
stream.
and a 9.
1.8 million happened just
Percolating
before I
into the
started.
flop. As Putra with ace deuce. Sprinkles 5K in there. Nagy sticking around. Now he's picked up a 10 high flush draw, courtesy of a card that pairs Putra. And as it goes check, check, the running clubs give Nagy a winner.
The tide's potentially turning this third frame. Gets paid, Ali.
Pick the right number, apparently.
To 1.4 now.
It would certainly
Try this fucking Google Translate.
seem like a weird time to bring it up, given that Putra paid off the river there. But I think
Let's do another draw.
overall, the body of work he's turned in has been one that exemplifies kind of his discipline, as you alluded to.
GG foul.
I like his game. And
God, I love having good rosin.
Certainly a fan. Would
Heart!
like to see more cash game action with him. Just it's like the perfect kind of player to have in the mix. Tight aggressive.
yeah,
Doesn't mind playing big pots. Seems to have a game plan and he's stuck to it pretty much.
he's a money manager.
That's it. I'm making a betting thing.
Scary.
Do you know?
Let's see if we can actually get it to work this
What's
time.
the minimum buy-in to his fund? Maybe a bit rich for our blood, but
I don't know, but I would imagine,
Always call this.
you know,
Block.
at our level, we wouldn't really be welcome.
Okay, that's nice. Killed.
I have king.
King. You win?
I've 7-8.
Oh no, wait. I don't. What? It auto puts that, right? Okay.
I wish the viewers could see the smirk on your face, although I'm sure many of them have seen it over the years.
Or sensed it.
Devilish.
Yeah.
Does that mean? 6,000. Oh.
Reasonable button open here from Nagy's ace deuce. Those are a couple of the more adhesive blinds in the building, though, in Long and Suvarna. Both hanging tough, taking the 9-5-3 board, which connects with Suvarna for bottom pair. Nagy's got the wheel gutter.
That's that one.
So crazy, take now.
Crazy.
There we go. Let's see if it works today.
Around on the flop, and now Santosh firing 10,000 with a pair of threes. And it gets through.
Rahabu versus
Like the four
Doobie.
of spades that he showed there.
Who can out scratch the other? Who's luckier?
didn't show
Well,
the
we already
three,
know
did he?
Rahabu's luckier than me. Not even a debate.
Well, based on what...
And then the amount, Raho. And then the amount. You know who I'm betting. I'm betting Doobie. Yep. Bet.
Thank you.
Bet.
It's like Rob's conversing with Mr. Long, courtesy of Google Translate.
25.
See, the thing about Google Translate in these situations, especially if you're in
Oh, yeah.
poker nomenclature, is that it can go a bit wrong.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, my God.
You're saying,
Oh, my God.
nice hand,
These are the ones that tell the truth.
love that you floated.
Oh, my God. Raul's betting big. Girl, it's called gambling right here, honey.
River. That's not
I'm taking it down.
That is definitely.
I am going to be the scratch card world champion.
You could.
That's it. I'm going to turn my YouTube channel into a scratch card channel.
I promise you, and that is not the message. I think it's more, let's get Tony G.
I think Tony G specifically might
He
have.
gets a
started
happy ending. Is that a foul? That's a foul, yeah.
In that-
Look at, she's working her way down, too.
audio that we
Imagine she just leans in and he's just sitting there and she just grabs it like, whoa! What are you doing?
mining with.
Oh no, they're in London, England right now. I thought they were in like Vietnam or something.
think
Be like, well, that wouldn't even be that weird, I don't think, in like Vietnam.
Bottom pair has translated into a call of this 20K bet from Phil Nagy for Santosh Suvarna. Phil sitting pretty with second pair. Pleased to have the field whittled down to a heads-up exchange as a very innocent six of clubs rolls off.
He had one finger in his hole. Oh my god.
Nagy will play pot control, knuckle back, and Santosh.
The old block.
Yeah. A little block bet. You can see he kind of recognized it might have been an exercise in futility, but
Wow.
took a shot.
Blocker bet.
Blocker bet.
If you bet, I call. You are
I love that guy's accent.
You know what I want in life, Henry?
I'm out of touch with poker.
Yeah.
Tell me, Ali.
I want to get to a place where I can light a match to 15 dimes and then chuckle in the manner that Santosh just did in life. Generally, when I set 15,000 ablaze, chuckling is not the ensuing emotion that I convey.
No, in fact, there are times where that has happened in the booth and you turn into Jack from
No, I haven't, Rabu. Is it good?
just fiery and steam
Cheers!
from that side of the booth.
You don't have children, do you, Henry?
Not that I know of, Ali.
Help me understand why it is that you've seen The Invincibles 2, then.
Nostalgia is the only reason.
From Invincibles
He
1.
says nostalgia really weird.
Childhood
Nostalgia.
memories, you know?
I'll allow it. I have no idea who Jack Jack is.
I'm sure most viewers my age do. Naki, on a little bit of a heater.
Incredibles, not Invincibles.
There we
Was
go.
raised to 23,000.
Stupid.
Savannah with
Maybe we can do a little watch
bottom
party
pair
and
trip
disco
draw.
one night, but
the
that
most deadly
episode especially.
draw in No Limit Hold'em.
The chess episode
Also, the
especially.
backdoor heart's working, but issues in terms of
Sure.
behind him. And this is a minish raise sizing. Let's see
Sure.
Rob's reaction.
it. I
And
love
see,
it.
pouncing on what he perceives to be a
Whoa.
bit of cheekiness.
Oh!
See your hand.
It has a really nice hand to do it with. Of
Oh!
course. Blocking
Wow.
Yeah.
the biggest value hand, sevens and queen seven.
Wow.
And I think for Nagy, this was very much a product of the raise sizing he chose.
He just snapped 3-bet and
The three
Nagy
bet
just
against a larger
insta-folded.
size, he'll be far less inclined.
Damn.
So the best hand hits the muck.
Hard luck.
White chips are 25,000, blue chips are 5,000, reds are 1,000.
Oh, sorry.
You have any children that you know of, Harley?
Paul. Yeah.
No twos?
No, and
Might as well open my hand.
if I do, they certainly don't know of me,
For it though.
which is the way I'd prefer to keep it.
It's gonna make you pay.
It can get expensive siring a brood out of wedlock,
Maybe I qualify.
Henry,
Well, I spot 2 or 3
in modern society.
I feel like it'd be cheaper than trading. But here we are.
7-6 deuce with a couple of spades.
Complete whiff for all three hands. What could have been on certain board textures.
I don't know.
Story
That was
remains the
interesting.
same.
They have weird conversations.
Whoever
a lot of the
sneezes
time.
first.
We have
Take
some
down the
interesting
pot.
combos.
All holdings pairless as a 4.
I sad.
To a straight.
No, why are you sad, Coffee?
And Tony and Cheese.
What
If
happened?
You guys don't want it. I do.
That's right, I got it wrong, right?
Boo!
Tony.
Yeah.
Show the 5s.
Show it. It's gonna be on TV.
Into
Boo!
31. Take it down.
Yeah, those small
Why
pots.
can't I be
they add
rich
up.
like these dudes?
Too good.
I'll cover that.
These guys are
bottle of
beyond
whiskey
rich.
bill.
5s, right?
These guys are beyond
Was it
rich.
18k back in 2017, Montenegro?
Beyond rich.
Try and get
Being able to play at
the
these
proper-
stakes
cheapest
is
possible,
just like
proper set. Yeah?
insanity.
Just the one strategy, right?
With the sister, yes. And then
Only
get
strategy, right? It's working.
It's just insanity.
flop a set.
Put the minimum in before
Yeah.
to see whether you see a set.
And then get fully paid.
And hopefully get paid.
Someone has a pair.
Like they were just talking earlier about Phil Nagy over there at the last stop. He just went up to the watch company. That guy right here. That watch right there. I think that's the specific one they were talking about.
'Cause you don't.
That's the
Quite like the manner in which
sponsor
the
for this
thoughts are delivered by this
series
particular
is
dealer.
Jacob
Very
and Co.
Nonchalant sort of flip up.
He just
and
walked
then
up and
spread.
said, "I like that watch. I think I'll buy that." It was $500,000.
Interesting that Rob is
And you just
actually
bought it.
blocking both paths to a straight for Mr. Long, who
A lot of money.
has morphed.
I want to
into an
be a
open-ender
poker
on this King
table
10-7
and have a
board with his
Thai
Queen
lady
Jack.
boy massaging me. I want to be at a poker table,
Call.
but she
That's a
keeps
fun
a
turn
boner
card.
at all
3-bet
times.
pot.
Get in their heads.
The Cyprus cash game is
Wow.
Yeah, Rob's got
Wow.
an ender of his own now, courtesy of that 8 of clubs.
That would get in their heads, I think. Hard peen poke
this
in the
one
back
was-
of the head. Oh,
Barrel.
oh, she's giving you the lower back massage with the
Regrettably,
peen as she's rubbing your
pair of
shoulders and head.
knives.
Damn.
That's not going to be very attractive, kid, given spades come in and a 4-liner's on board. Mr. Long with the nuts straight. Will fires 60. And Rob wasting no time laying it down.
Good. Straight. Oh,
Okay, these guys just are out here having fun, though.
Unbeatable man.
They're just out here playing 6-figure pots and 7-figure pots, just vibing.
Both blockers on him.
With a voice deep as Mushi's morning voice. I hope she's watching. Girl!
Ollie.
Girl!
Yeah, being unbeatable, I'm into it. Haven't quite unlocked the secret, but...
Honey, oh my god.
I'm drinking, and all the coaches are drinking too. Girlfriends, it's a good value. The tip.
Lovely hand awaits Suvarna's straddle here.
Who's the big winner?
No.
And an equally lovely one
Santos again?
No big winner.
for Tony G.
What the actual fuck happened to menu prices?
These are special.
100,000.
What, at restaurants? They went through the roof. COVID!
Phil's the big loser.
I just paid $80 fucking for 2 pizzas and wings. My good fucking lord. Oh my god, that's insane. That's really high. That better be some fucking good pizza. What'd you get on? Like 6 toppings each?
Josh defends and an 8 in the window.
She left me some voice messages this morning, and I wondered who the hell is this man? Oh, girl!
I'm trying to.
Oh my god, honey.
Just
On the turn, as
what's the number?
Suvarna fires almost full pot.
Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, that's really high. Look, even if someone from California says that was a lot, you paid a lot. Because we all know, LA expensive.
Rob Young has a lifetime.
You use digital coupons, sir. I don't order anything unless I got some apps or coupons.
Tony.
Rojo's a pro.
Facing the pot-sized turn barrel. Drawing to the second nuts. He's going to make the call.
Fails to improve on the river, but it's a complicated one for Santosh.
Yeah, 8s have been a disaster for him so far tonight. He's found the bet, though. What a hero. How has he found this?
Well, I mean, the bet isn't...
We saw him make a block bet earlier, which was significantly smaller in size. Here, 55. Into 77.
One card.
Yeah, that beats me.
That beats me.
Santosh flashes a single 8 as Tony folded the ace-king.
Like, let's just throw in some hundreds of thousands, whatever. Bet on Rojo. I bet on myself already. Rojo bet 500 on himself. Rojo out here betting all the monies. I love that that guy's just wearing like a t-shirt that has a face on it or whatever.
Scary.
Playing in a game of this size, like he's just chilling. He's just vibing.
Crazy busy stop, buddy.
Bet 5 on Rojo. Wow.
Blind versus blind confrontation.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy here.
Yes, go up. Let's see a big pot. Come on. Raise. Yeah, he's gonna raise. 27, 29.
Long making it.
Come on, Mr. Long. Make it like
queen,
69,
29,000.
78 maybe. No, he's just gonna call. Yeah.
How many runners will...
Extra 21K. Called by Long as the pot grows to
I mean, he coulda raised.
62,000.
150 in Vietnam.
Filthy's all in. This is the full roll, baby.
Fails to hop in
Full
front of the
bankroll.
210s, but
Put everything on Rojo.
the presence of a
The house
single
and the
jack
kitchen
does
sink
not
on
deter
Robu.
Mr. Long
Benjamin.
from breaking with the flow of play and leading right out for 15,000. Very interesting line here. Suvarna retained, and it is his turn to hit an ace. which has been very much
I think it's just one re-entry.
what Mr. Long has been doing to people
By day 2.
on the evening.
That's the GG tournament, one re-entry.
Yeah, Mr. Long with the classic, you know, no ace, no king on board. Let's take a stab.
I checked.
Try and set the price going to the turn.
Service, I checked.
Savannah, as ever, with the
Valuable customer.
splashy fistful of chips thrown into the middle. Gets looked up by Long, keeping him honest for at least one more street. 166 going to the Jack of Spades river, so both flush draws bricking.
That seems loose to be calling with 10s here. I mean, now he's going to be enticed, though.
Okay, Tony, start.
Jack's a good card for the 10.
1 o'clock on the 27th.
Yeah.
Savannah.
Is he going to go small?
Looking to get
No,
an
he
additional
snapped it.
57,000 on the river, but Long losing interest.
Hey, you guys didn't buy food? Buy.
Registration.
Savannah still the biggest winner on the night.
Registration.
Ding. Ayang. Ding. No jack.
Up around 750 or so.
Late registration 9 o'clock.
刚才他们买的东西是中餐来了是吧
Limited rent.
Victor already
makanannya dulu nih.
udah nyampe belum? Ya Victor saya tadi
Di mana?
I mean, if it gets to entry, it's 5 million price pool. I'm out.
oh not here yet okay
I'm
okay
sitting here with my eyes
你要来
closed.
拿来吃吧
At least 30 minutes. Damn!
Quite a buzz
I need a
about the
coffee.
room as
I can't believe I play so high
many of the players
I need a dang old
VIP
coffee.
15%
perhaps hoping to get in on this action or milling about, socializing.
There's a waiting list for this game. It's an insane thing. Triton really has raised the bar for poker. To have a wait list.
Getting a bit rowdy down there.
$1 million game has a wait
Characterize
list.
it, I'd say.
It's Friday. I think I have my evening coffee and prep for later activities. Yes.
Bottom two.
Did you get drugs, coffee? Coffee, have you done the drug thing yet? No, after work. It's payday today, though. Payday, bitch! Give me my money! Give me my money! Coffee going in there to slap a bitch. What? 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 Hello? Yeah, give me my money. Damn. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. You gotta be in there.
Now the King 6 relinquishes.
The needles are relentless. Who has the highest VPIP? Swiftly met with Tony G, who hasn't played a hand in about 3 hours.
I've been pretty active. It might be behind me.
Today.
Oh. Whoa. Well, that was tight as fuck from Tony G. Should I make another coffee? I'm going to have to go out. So we're definitely getting a coffee when I go out. Because I got to go get some lotto tickets.
That's the key. Good health.
All the best for the future.
There we go.
And don't forget.
Oh, they're drinking now, too.
Love that. To good health, gentlemen.
I'd like to hear you do that speech when you lose it.
I just lost a huge pot to Santos. I had ace king.
How are you doing today?
Fine.
last year I lost a very big pot
What's the time frame roughly? Well,
I don't really.
I will probably.
Health.
Very happy to play.
yeah
They should have a break actually coming up soon.
I don't really know.
How much in tickets?
No.
I think I'm gonna do 25 bucks.
Yes, there's a 5 VIP, 1 Pro, and then he said super big game. I don't know.
Rojo has 65. I think I'm gonna do 25.
I said okay, that's not good.
Made the call on the flop. Now 2 checks in front of Santos, who checks back. So no added monies.
If I can.
Turn and a binky for
Because
Santos.
I mean,
On this
hopefully I
river,
can just get
72K
5s.
pot.
Or maybe they'll just have a 10. Maybe they'll have one like 10s, 2
Told you,
10s
the
and a
bottom
5. That'd be the
pair
best.
trip draw.
Refuse to straddle it was
That'd be the best if I could get the
Watching
10s.
US
But
playing and he was
I'm
calling
not.
me that.
I'm really doubtful that they'll have $10 scratchers at the store.
53 bills.
I think he's gone missing.
Really quite doubtful.
Really?
Just blow home.
So many gut shots. Wow, what a fold.
Been messaging me every day.
What a fold, Mr. Long.
Did Santos perhaps get a little too greedy with his sizing?
It's what, 2/3 pot?
Any pictures of himself at Buyin Palace?
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure,
one
yeah,
third pot
yeah.
and the ace-3 stays in there?
Sure you come on the 21st.
Santos doesn't believe him.
We VIPs, yeah, I saw all this actually.
Folded an ace.
Has Phil Nagy's frog worked its way over to boss? Did you see it? It looked camp
That's part. He's wiped out.
closer
And he's been...
You might have.
to Paul Pua than it did Phil Nagy. Maybe we can get a glimpse again.
I saw it, well spotted.
I built Mr. Long.
You need to order that official Lotto Scratcher. Lol. My mom has one.
Let's see.
I know my mom has one, or my granny, one or the other. They definitely have one because I've seen it. But the one they have doesn't look like the one Rojo has. Oh, it has to have my name on it. Shit.
Yeah, I would have thought that was a less mobile amphibian, but indeed it's hopped its way.
I got a filthy quarter right here. Actually, look at that. I got a filthy, dirty quarter right here.
Kind of like
Actually, it's nice and shiny and clean, but
Rob,
nonetheless, I got a dirty
5K
quarter
with queen
right
jack
there. Should I do it
offsuit,
with that,
flatting
Rohabu?
Queen 6 suited, and then the real winding being done by Mr. Long's ace king out of the small.
Meow. I'm a mean cat like Mushroom.
Rob gonna hang in there. Two clean cards, but neither
Meow.
of them show up on this 7-7-4 board.
That's what Mushroom does every time.
Same story for Long, but with the benefit of position. Sorry.
Keys? You're a keys guy, Bong? You scratch with the
Never
keys?
mind the best hand. He fires and takes it down. He hasn't really been put in the blender on the session as I can recall, Henry. It's been a pretty glassy surface on Lake Long as he's kind of sailed his way to this healthy win.
Yeah, I have to agree. Both for him, Tony G, and Boss, there haven't been real blender moments. But for Nagy, Ferdinand, and Rob,
The noise come to the.
it's been some tough ones. I think Rob was just exchanging a few words with Paul, saying he's down around 850 on the night, which sounds
Damn.
about right.
That's why, yeah.
They're all drinking and.
What's Tony thinking? Doesn't know it's on him. Not sure with the straddle.
Down 850,000.
Nagy. Taking it upstairs.
Bong's a
with the
pro
super
streamer.
jack.
Bong's a professional. He's been in the game. He's been out here in the game through thick and thin.
Well, he is certainly among the more creative players, Phil Nagy. That creativity is even more on display when he's behind the 8-ball, trying to work his way back to even here. In for $2 million.
What has he got? Jack 5. Okay.
Just
Getting
shy.
snapped off
As far
by.
as I'm
Oh, he's a
aware.
flush draw.
Kutra's club draw,
That's a fun turn card.
hanging in there. Checking once more as Nagy picks up an open-ender.
Gives him enough to
On Bong and on.
decide to
No, he doesn't barrel.
take a free one.
He could have won the pod if he barreled.
Board pairs on the river.
He might lose it now.
Let's see if he.
I mean, that's like if you're gonna bet Jack 5 on the flop, the 4 is literally the best turn card that can come.
This is very much, I think, designed to target some of the ace high that would look to get to
Yeah,
showdown.
that was bad.
Nice
Don't.
little
He
50K
shouldn't be
barrel.
playing Jack 5 if he's gonna be weak.
Ferdinand, He takes it down.
Butcher's been dialed.
Don't be weak.
Yeah.
I can't wait for 5. Are you gonna get the Alien Lab stuff, Coffee? I'm excited to see it. I want to see
really
some
does
designer weed in the hands of the Coffee McQueener. Some of the good, some of the flame. None of the trashy trash.
$1 million buy-in cash game. Triton poker special.
That's my small.
And then a number. You gotta do how much you want to bet after that. Coffee. What's up, Quantum?
Yes.
Just in case you.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I hope it's some of that flame. I'm excited to see.
No steam. Fried.
It better be.
2 black queens for
Bong professional
Alpha.
streamer. No freaking kitty sounds from him. Lol.
the Tony G straddle. Putra not interested.
Whoa.
10 and certainly 9-3 offsuit.
Like how much you want to, how many dabs you want to bet.
No customer.
So it's like hash or exclamation bet, rojo, space, how much you want to bet. Like 100 dabs, 25 dabs, 5 dabs. Yeah. My stream has always been a little bit different. It's more like follow the life of some fucking idiot and his very weird antics while streaming at a lower quality but higher energy and antics rate. That's something like that. That's what I like to think of it as. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win at the Scratchers, Quantum? Who's gonna win at Scratchers? Me or Rojo Boo?
You choose. Bossy 24,000 from Rob Young's Putton here.
We're doing lotto scratchings.
Jack 3 suited. Picking up Mr. Long for the ride on a paired flop.
Continue, small and wide. Significant range advantage.
Boo! I bet my whole wad. Yeah, filthy bet it all. Filthy bet the house. Rojo bet damn near the house as well.
And picking up the club draw on the turn, which may very well allow him barrel once more.
Should
Fun
be
as
the
fuck
hand
and
over
inspiring.
and over.
Whoa! What's up, bong?
Okay,
I'm just some weird guy on the internet, you know? No, some things never change.
Good fold.
Some things, they never change.
You could just tell.
You know?
how
Mostly
much
that's me.
experience in these games. I love him. I really do.
It's
love
been
him.
5 years.
Just ruthless when it comes to.
Actually, it
super
has over
pros.
5 years total, but almost 5 years straight. Some things never change.
The needles are so quick as well.
Rojo is lucky, I know.
Very
Oh my god!
very sharp.
What's up, mate?
I'm a big.
Do you have lotto tickets in New Zealand? Do you have lotto tickets down there? What do your lotto tickets look like, I wonder? It's hard because you are not lucky, but today might be your lucky. I'm not, no. Weird Canadian. Yeah, I'm just some weird Canadian.
Oh, rags.
Just some weird fucking Canadian on the internet, you know? Doing weird stuff.
All, of course.
What's a New Zealand lottery ticket look like?
Complete with close to range, courtesy of the.
They don't have lottery
blind
tickets
ante
there.
he's already put
Yes,
in.
we do.
You want
Oh,
Fox?
man.
Bingo logo.
Meow. No, I can't. I can't, Coffee. Filthy called me out. I'm not allowed to. Filthy said professional streamers don't meow like cats. So, I'm stepping my game up.
Check folds and goes to work.
I'm stepping it up. Yeah.
Tony,
Don't listen to him.
I'll give you back out my bag, mate.
I think 5k US anyway, and you give me, I think 5k sterling. So it's,
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah,
right.
5k US.
Oh, so hear me 1,000 back then.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
What is that? For tips?
I just wanted to give the. Yeah, I just want to give her 100.
What?
Yeah, just give her a ton, Rob. Very generous.
Wow, that was better.
Do you know the British slang for
Yeah, my back.
different monetary values?
A turner, is that what you?
A ton.
A ton. That's should be 2,000 based on pounds in terms of actual
No, go.
weight reference. What is a ton?
No, they still have.
Is it just 100?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Shit.
The etymology behind that, because I think 2,000 pounds, not
Give this to the lady.
British
Damn,
pounds,
he just tipped her 100
Grams over here.
pounds.
Not pounds.
Some rice.
For him, please.
Not a ton.
Hang on.
It's kilos, mate.
This is the country that says stone in reference to people's weight. Henry, I mean,
You know the just the vegetables. I know you about.
The lettuce salad or
No, I want the lettuce salad, great. But then I also see people having like a bowl with the sautéed vegetable.
oh
Something
yes,
like
yes,
that.
that's the Chinese spinach. You want it?
It's like it had like asparagus and bits.
Oh yeah, that's
was
the
like-
stuffed vegetable.
You had it yesterday. It was broccoli.
Yeah, stuffed vegetable.
Yeah.
Yes.
A portion of that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have that with my salad and.
Yeah, sure. I clean up.
Don't worry. She's so busy. This lady's so busy. Yeah, Paul had it yesterday. It had some broccoli on, didn't it? It was nice.
Fuck. They're so weird. Like, being in this bracket of life is just seems so bizarre. If you win, you will be the first.
Full of black ladies.
You shouldn't be running around.
You know Robu. You know Rojo's won $500,000.
Someone who.
Girl.
Certainly with the hands in position,
Ah, they can't watch the
that could tango with these two.
bar downstairs. You know.
39.
Just super pros. They're not even anyone's friend. You know? It's bizarre.
will it look to do so for an extra 27,000?
People like that. I mean, what are they even doing? What are they even doing?
Position, obviously,
Yo.
playing a role.
Hi, ho, Schmolly.
These hands could certainly collide on certain board textures. 85k in the middle.
Did you make it?
So going to play the rest of the hand now in position.
It's amazing.
Was my phone not making sound? No.
9-7-5
Okay.
two club board.
Are you there?
Trap yourself in,
Off chance they might get.
Mr. Najat.
Did you make it the
5,000 in the middle.
festival?
Suvarna kicks things off with a 28k follow through.
1 in 100 chance of getting invited in. Just hang around.
28.
Should be all kicked out.
In relation to the pot size, does this maybe tempt Paul into a raise with the 2 overs and the nut flush draw?
Just wait. Let me send.
I am a fan of it.
Just wait. Let me send Doobie to the festival real quick. Oh shit, Doobie is at the festival with Holy Schmoly. Oh, Dave's breaking it down. Oh shit, that was it. All right, I'm going home. That's fun. See ya.
Also,
Oh man,
very
it's good times. Good times we're ahead.
to get raised on this board, especially this deep. We're
All
over
set up. Posted a pic in the
500
Discord.
Big blinds.
Million? No, no.
Effective, or do apologize.
Damn.
There was a straddle this hand.
Oh, this looks hot. Oh, look at the little Schmoly.
265 in the middle.
All set up in the middle of a field.
Things get quiet.
The chairs, the little table.
The turn.
Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Called the raise and now checks
That
to the
funny
raiser.
little cutie.
Yeah, this is the spot where Paul really gets to dictate how this hand plays out
Where's my vape?
and take a free card. That 7 of hearts obviously makes it
All you need is a
less
dab
likely
rig.
combos, less 2-pair combos.
You know where they put the... You put them...
Really? Would you go to a music festival like that, Coffee?
7-5 suited, 7.
Holy Schmoly said, Coffee, Holy Schmoly said next year, you and her Burning Man. Yep.
Gonna take a free one.
So, I'm just saying.
There it is. 3 of clubs.
I'm just saying.
Right on cue.
We're good.
And not only did Paul manage to
No, I'm not going Quantum.
raise it up and potentially take the pot
Sure, and down.
unimproved, but
Oh.
the opportunity to check back unimproved on this turn.
Coffee's going to be riding around on the E on the bikes.
Get a look at this river for perhaps a lower price than Santosh might have charted a course toward.
It's not what it
It's
used to
always
be.
nice
It's
when you
changed,
play the
man.
hand.
It's changed, man.
You get
You've
rewarded.
changed, man. Things have changed, man. Like,
Nice though.
it used to be different, man, but things have changed, man. Things have changed,
Almost full pot.
man. Like that? Yeah, I feel that. I would do it in an RV.
Think of bluffs, maybe some Jack 10 of spades. Feels unlikely to check turn bomb river. Sixes with a club. Would they raise flop? Eights with a club.
Look, he's just sitting there. He just bet $250,000. His mouth's full of food.
Advantage of the opportunity to get some more dinner down the hatch.
Maggie's frog coming to life.
Despite the lack of his involvement in the hand.
Still met with a smirk by Savannah. Gentleman, as always.
Nothing gentle about the situation he finds himself in here.
It's just 10 of those little white chips, $250,000. You guys doing okay, the woods?
It's all gone fairly well for Santos since
You mean the burning? I think they've all
buried
stopped
early. After he picked up kings against Rob Young and Phil Nagy's pocket queens.
I mean, he doesn't beat a whole lot. 10-8.
Difficult spot here.
Like Jack 10. No. Well.
Flush.
$765,000 pot.
Getting paid. One of the biggest pots of the night. 165,000. Anna queens, queen of clubs.
DMT
Blocking
comes
a
from
flush?
within you. Damn.
I'm blocking
$750,000 in that pot.
straight cards with the club.
Oh, doing it in the woods.
Pretty good, right?
Remember Sender very funny.
Sender, yeah, Sender.
Talk a lot. Very funny. Nice guy.
Sender coming soon?
I think so.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. 6.
It's winding down.
Indeed it is.
Come.
Told just a couple of more hands remaining.
Yeah, missed the long. Just flat calling the ace king in the cutoff.
Not to be overlooked.
Locking up the win. Or perhaps
Extend the game to the Bahamas, actually.
going to extend his win here.
Game to the Bahamas.
Ace high flop.
Santos Savarna's in there with the 5-3 offsuit.
Reason to believe he's up against a stronger ace, given the pre-flop action.
Maybe specifically ace-jack. Occasional ace-queen.
I'm going this.
Loom, but feels rather unlike.
Oh no! Not during a big hand, why? Why you cuck us? Ah! Oh my god, there's all Rojo scratchers. Look at, oh my god, girl! Girl! Why? Oh, we're back.
Control Santos on the buttons, gonna have all the two pairs, all the straights.
He wasn't in Vegas, so.
Yeah, and he said he's coming.
He said he was coming to Vegas, didn't come.
Missed along with a beefy bet. 75%.
46.
46 into 64.
Look at him. Oh, look at him. With his head down. So cute. Yeah, he can't fold yet.
Beefy, but not enough to shed the ace-10. Not that that's what Long is looking to do. Now, 4 to a straight on board.
I'll settle it on a message, actually. Just check in on him.
Yeah.
Goes check, check rather quickly. And
So big.
Did not expect to get shown ace king.
Mr. Long.
the night actually might have saved Paul from having to face
Probably saved him a bet there.
a decent river bet.
I want to give a tip
Yeah.
for the dealer.
Well, there we go.
And that will draw the curtain
Oh,
on
that's it.
session 1 here in this $1 million cash game, one in which Santosh Suvarna performed quite well off of the high water mark, but still sitting with 1.7 million and change. Down toward the bottom of the chip counts, we find Ferdinand Putra with 1.15. Don't go anywhere. When we return, session 2 gets underway. Stay close.
Today? I don't know. Is session 2 happening today? Stay close. I guess it is. Stay tuned. It's not over. Oh. How long is the break? Oh, I don't know how long the break is, but it's not over. No. Okay, well, just say what the break is, motherfucker. What was the account? Triton Poker. Short break. They just say short break. Okay. Well, not too sure how long that's going to be. Couple of beers? Probably a good idea, yeah. Should I go get lotto tickets and a coffee? Is it going to be a long enough break to do that? Les Ambassadeurs. Couple of beers. Probably, probably a couple of beers. Man, tomorrow is going to be a busy day. Oh, is it already starting again?
$1 million cash game as we welcome you to 7-handed action. As it stands, Ali Najad alongside Randy Liu. Gentlemen are playing 1,000, 2,000 with a 4K big blind ante, and it's a bit early for Santosh Suvarna to be looking tired, but this is the second day of play, and they played into the wee hours of the morning last night. A very swingy session for Santosh, who's showing some signs of wear here early. And Rob Young showing that he wants to pump things up early, Randy.
Yes, with a straddle right away, you know, it's the highest stakes out there. Ace King suited going to work.
Good catch.
Yes, coffee.
Mr. Long, friend of Doobbymon Fu, who took the Triton Super High
Pizza
Roller
should be
Series
here
by
any
storm,
second.
showed up
Pizza,
in Buyin,
beers,
Vietnam, and
ice
picked up a
cream.
Triton title as well as
Let's go.
handsome
Does your mom have
wins in the cash
any
game
beers, Art?
circuits at our
Is
most
your mom a
recent
drinker at all?
Cypress Festival.
I mean, oh, I forgot her name again.
I don't know.
Shit, what's George Costanza's? Estelle.
And take it.
Does
to
Estelle
start the
drink?
Afternoon for Mr. Long. You may notice something missing from this lineup, and that, of course,
She ain't a
is
huge
Super
drinker.
Pros. Not welcome at these stakes in this particular all VIP affair. But of course, many of the VIPs on
cocktails
the
here.
Triton Tour, Randy, not your average bears.
No, you know, like, yes, we don't have the super pros out there, but these,
Look at how Mr. Long stacks his chips.
No.
Look at this, all in a row. Like, oh my god.
have a lot of fun, you know, chatty.
But they can play a lick.
They can play, you know, like, we've seen guys like Tan Xuan and Elton saying, you know, just really have a active image, gets action.
Bill Nagy to Poker Hospital.
Looks like Rob translated the wrong way around there.
Translate.
Nagy was a victim of Mr. Long's upswing.
Okay. Now, Mr.
Mr. Long, you sent Phil Nagy to Poker Hospital.
Three-way affair here.
Anthony.
A couple of flush draws on the monotone board for Rob Young and Santosh Suvarna. Advantage Rob in that department, whose sevens are best.
All right, let's crack a beer.
Santosh
Yeah, just betting the 4 spades here.
puts ace-queen suited into the muck and puts the sevens into the bin as well. And, you know, Randy, you and I, last time we were in the booth, sort of coined the notion of a Santosh 2.0.
You're too good at that game.
During the previous session, many of the players were kind of teasing him. It's apparently something that they've all adopted as well, and we're saying maybe it's Santosh 3.0.
3.0.
In terms of each successive Triton stop, seeing his development and his progression.
You're really, really big tail. A 50-50 game called 8-2.
Obviously, some coaches may have been enlisted.
I'm just thinking Santos 3.0 is tired.
Yeah, a sleepless
But
Santosh.
still betting.
Mini
apparently.
chocolate bar.
4 spades.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, it's good to see the straddle is just going on here. 4K. Elton saying ace king, big slick.
12,000 to go. And Wai-Kin Yong, son of Triton co-founder Richard Yong, 3-time Triton title holder. 3 bets it to 40,000. A guy who is a fan of both the tournament and cash game side of the operation.
Yeah, Wai-Kin and Elton have played a lot with each other, and, you know, he's aware that Elton's pretty loose and is going to 3-bet him, like, with these types of hand, pocket 10s, try to extract value, but this could get could become a big pot if Elton wants to re-raise.
This is a man's lineup right here. We got the pickle.
Just call, but re-raise is probably standard in this spot.
Wai-Kin always gets 4-betting.
And it does look like Elton agrees with you, Randy.
Beef
as
yogurt.
4 bets to 120,000, and Wai-Kin looks slightly
And the pink
amused by
fruity
this.
beer.
A 4-bet from some players, and you really begin to narrow down the range. But somebody like Elton saying, who has such a reputation, Randy, not necessarily the case.
Correct. Yes, some players you can just lay down
Come at me,
hands right
bros.
here for this sizing, but against Elton you just really can't. On this board texture, though, it should save him. As Elton, you know, of course, 4-betting and ace king is going to have hit this flop, and some of his 4-bet bluffs will have hit here too.
Well, there's every now and again some kings or maybe queens that are part of a 4-bet in this situation. Firing 75,000 into what was roughly a $250,000 here, and Wai-Kin does have the backdoor working in terms of runner, straight, and flush prospects. But
Yeah, it's just not a strong enough backdoor draw there. Hopefully,
you say to me?
You know, would be more helpful than the 6, but I don't mind his laydown. The pot could get quite.
Oh yeah, these are Wyken Young is the son of
I've never seen you 3-bet.
Richard Young, who is the founder of the series. He's a billionaire. He's best friends with Paul Fua, who was playing in the last game.
So you've got like kings, queens, jacks, tens.
But when I get 4-bet, my card is good. It's not good enough.
Just not.
Not the good ones. When I have aces, they don't 3-bet me.
But that's Wyken Young right there. So he's the son of a billionaire.
4-bet you.
Nothing gets past Rob Young, Randy. He is hyper observant.
Call ace deuce.
He really is.
I 3-bet ace deuce. I don't call 4-bet ace deuce.
Really has a great nose for the game, situational awareness.
Yeah, I've seen Rob Young play a few times. I've been pretty impressed with him. He's a really solid player. Knows when to put the moves and the breaks at the right time.
Han Schwinn right there in the leather jacket. He's known to be like a crazy gambler.
What gear the opposition is
He's
in.
known to push edges like crazy. Oh, holy schmoly, did. Wait, let me look.
And responds accordingly as we see 2 8s become 3 in a 3-way pot. 16,000 out there, and yeah, indeed, the gut shot straight draw on just 10 high, which happened to be the best hand, firing and taking it down.
Yeah, you know, just being aggressive in general is nice. You're picking up these pots that no one wants, that maybe you're just winning more pots on average. Of course, it's still important to play the big pots to the best of your advantage, given that the size of it. But, you know, the guy who tends to fight for the little ones tends to do better on average.
Yeah. Those little ones are not so little at these stakes.
No,
and they
they
definitely add up. One of the largest pots in televised poker history took place.
Drugs. Let us do. Never mind.
$1 million. It was
some more drugs. Pop, locked, and loaded.
Phil Nagy and Rob Young. Rob able to get away from it after the flop. Phil Nagy not. And Phil's downswing appears to have gotten worse as he did not feel like coming to play today.
Poker hospital. That's what Rob Young said.
Yeah. We've all been there.
It's not a fun place.
No.
Usually when I go, just minor scratches, so I'm out, you know, not too long later. But I don't know what happened to Phil Nagy. It doesn't seem like he made it to the next day.
You're not hopping in there missing an arm and a leg. You're not
I mean, if the guy was down like $2 million, you can understand why he didn't come back and play. It's a little bit of money.
Nagy did have something really interesting to say, however, about high-stakes poker earlier this trip. He said that if you're not capable of laughing and smiling while losing, then you're playing too big.
That's a good point. And I'll say that in general, these high-stakes cash games that Triton runs, there are
$2 million.
Having fun and laughing, even when losing.
It's a lot of money to just lose in one sitting.
100%.
Infectious personality.
Cheers!
He's got second pair here against the backdoor hearts and gut shot straight draw for Rob Young, who is barreling 5,000 in position. Elton will take a peek at the turn. One which doesn't help him, but he's not the one in need of help. 25K
It would
in
be
the middle.
painful.
It goes check, check, and on the river, Young is unimproved.
My Elton actually going to try to value bet this jack.
A little blockerish as well, perhaps.
Yeah, he can still represent all those little miss straight draws, 10-9, etc.
So a small little pickup there for Elton, who's off to a good start, hailing from Hong Kong. One of our VIPs.
Oh, interesting. They're not doing
with Triton, as do you, of course, Randy.
They're not doing big blind ante. They're
part
just
of the
doing
broadcast.
straight ante.
Elton is a part of some very
Oh, no,
memorable
they are doing
cash
big
game
blind
pots.
Yes, he has.
Was it Jason Kuhn who he was up against?
That was the original cash game we ran back in Montenegro. That was the biggest at the time, and yeah, they played that crazy hand where he had like King 7 or something. It was, you're like, no one know who this guy was, right?
Right.
And he's just coming out swinging and laughing and firing away. It's just, he hasn't changed his style at all. I'll tell you that.
Well, Putra's coming out swinging here with pocket kings, the Indonesian.
Hold on, are we playing a little
What?
side game? Any idea?
Tan Chuan.
The fact that
Or is
Tan
this just
Chuan
standard?
is 3-betting to 25K.
Mr. Long just snaps as well.
It suggests there must be a bounty in place unbeknownst to us. I can't imagine why it is that he would choose to do this without the bounty, but obviously it is an ill-fated and ill-timed affair as it stands, with Putra unlikely to be a flat caller.
No, of
And
course not.
reaching for the white chips, in comes 75,000.
Mr. Long is in there.
Ooh, he sure is. And he does have that live ace, which shows up on the
Bink.
flop. And the run good continues for the Triton newcomer, as he has pipped Putra's kings, and the lack of a club in Ferdinand's hand as well comes together, in addition to being out of position, to cause him to check. And there is a 50K barrel.
It's a small
pretzel.
Putra doesn't like to see that there's a bet in front of him. Will likely still have to continue here given the sizing. Nice extraction so far from Mr. Long. It's hard to get value with just ace, no kicker. So far, so good.
Ooh. Turn card looked like it might have been what Putra was looking for. It does give him a Broadway gutter, so we see him check.
I like this check.
Beer and pretzels go together like hand in hand, right?
Jack pairs on the end.
$300,000 pot. Just your average. Really just your average.
Pretty bad.
Played in a pool tourney the other day.
against
Done
Jack
alright
X.
for
They
not
got
playing in
there.
years.
Ace X, of course, already
Just
has
straight
MVP.
pool. Let's go. Money on the line. Or just funsies.
Playing that board kicker.
Mr.
Long
Long.
shuts it down and picks up a big one.
King. No good.
No good? King, no good?
No good. Small cow. You flop it? Huh? You flop it?
Yeah.
Flop and then just check out.
Putra taking it in stride.
I don't have a-
It's disappointing when your kings get downed.
You kill him. Mr. Long.
I 4-bet. Raise. 3-bet. 4-bet.
Hentar. Flop S.
There's Paul Fua again.
300 up.
Nhiều chị ta. Bà chơi lên hình ta.
Triton boss Paul Pua. In the background there.
Mr. Long.
Got DG starting a piano game upstairs.
Is he?
Your friends want to play, can join them. 500.
I've never played. I never was really good at pool.
Sounds
Never
like
played for money though.
Boss
Be
is
fun.
letting everybody know a PLO game is going to be breaking out, courtesy of Tony G, who was playing in that initial session. Did well for himself, but now wants to play a little 4-card. Boss also appears to have given up his seat, by the way. Obviously, always entitled to one in any Triton cash game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's like one of the quote-unquote pros in this game, you know, so
Right.
you don't mind him sitting out.
Very dangerous.
Out-flopped here.
Yeah, Suvarna with a pair of 7s in front of Elton here. Saying the aggressor pre-flop, following through for 16,000 after Suvarna checked it to him. Another 32 into the middle. Board pairing 4 on the turn. Doesn't rate to be of concern for Suvarna, who does
Don't speak of food. I'm sorry, copy.
Let's see if Elton wants to check this back, try to show it down. Could still have the best hand against all of the draws out there.
That's a good beer.
Looks like he's thinking about
What is it? It's a
putting
pedal passion fruit guava. Look at that.
card is
Just
the
like we were
6.
talking about coffee.
Let's see if
Passion
Santos
fruit
can
guava
find
kettle
out
sour.
just a pair of
Woo!
sixes. I'd
That's a
imagine
good one.
it's a reasonable chance he can. He can still represent like the missed clubs, some of the floats out there, like the backdoor hearts, 2 overs. We'll check. I think Ace King should be happy to check this one down.
hope that he's up against busted clubs. Although he might assume that
You had
those
your
clubs
dad's
would be
funeral?
bluffing.
Your dad
from
just
time to
died,
time.
Grim? I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
See Suvarna getting to showdown.
Bluff, river. My text on the river. Bluff. No bluff.
Go, he's scared.
Much love, much love.
Go. Host station. No.
Suvarna, in conversation with him prior to the start of today's cash game session, said that
I stand always.
he was down $500,000 to start, went up $1 million, went down to being up only 250,000, went back up $1 million, and ended up off stream involved in an over $3 million pot, where he was on the wrong end of it and ended up booking a $400,000 loss when the dust settled. How about that, huh?
That sounds like
much love, brother.
That would send me to the poker hospital.
He had pocket sevens on a Jack 7 Deuce 2 club board against 3 other opponents, only one of whom ended up finding their way to the turn, I believe, and it was Tan Xuan who had the club draw and hit it. Money got in, and they ran it twice, and on neither occasion was Suvarna able to take it down.
Family pot.
One more.
Okay, is Tan Xuan playing a 5 deuce bounty now? Because those aren't very good cards.
He might be looking to melt some faces here as he picks up many customers, but not any improvement on a 10-10 queen board. Open-ender for Elton.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, Elton's actually got the lion's
Sorry to
share
hear
of
that,
equity
though.
here, 34%.
Hopefully it gets better.
Looks like he is going to bet here. No one with a piece.
Much love, much love. What's up, Merc?
Presumably
Oh,
going
you
to
know.
get it through.
Drugs, alcohol, gambling.
And he does.
You know, typical day stuff.
Lose one.
Typical day stuff.
For
You
Elton.
know.
Pre-flop ranges seem
Gambling,
to
drugs,
be wider
poker,
than what I'm used to.
drugs, gambling.
I'll tell you what, they
drugs.
might feel narrow to these guys.
Like, oh, playing deuce 5 suited, 7 deuce suited,
You
all
know.
positions. Okay. I see you, Tan Xuan.
You know, the average, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the average, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much the average, bro. Like, we be out here, like, smoking and talking and yoking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You pick up one, put down, yo. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Wykin makes it 14,000 to go with the ace-7 suited.
Couple sixes here in the big blind. Nice spot to try to make a hand.
Yeah, it's not easy, for sure.
Defense from the straddle. But no improvement as the 7 of diamonds lands Wykin with the best hand. Board texture such that he isn't interested in barreling through. Checks back, and let's see how Xuan wants to approach. Another check, he decides.
These are the type of hands you try to check down in general. People play passively.
Oh my
hit
gosh.
the 6. Small pot, but you know, it's nice. Lovely.
That was the only card that gives Tan Xuan a winner.
Cheers!
2 of them left in the deck, so...
So Tan has seen 2 checks on flop and turn, so he's probably targeting a 10x here. But he can still go sizable if he wants to try to make it look like he's pushing those hands off of a bluff, hence the slide over bet here.
Let's go.
Overpot.
So Wykin is got to be thinking why his opponent has opted to overbet now. Why didn't he bet
He was
the
a
turn when
trucker.
to check through? Like if
Yeah,
Tan
much love to
had
him.
like Jack X, 2 pair straight, even just flush draw, probably would just bet on a turn. So the fact that he's overbetting, it looks like his hand is face up. Is he trying to move him off of it? That's the poker part of the hand. Looks like he is reaching for chips and might be paying this one off. Well, just handcuff. Still in the hand.
Polarizing are these overbets, of course.
Wykin Young is a really good player.
Loser.
Did he say loser?
Oh, is that the K6 according to Rob Young? Sure was. This Wykin. Bluff catching there unsuccessfully, and the catching was done by Tan Xuan. Just one out.
Yeah, that was just great execution on the sizing. They're able to get an overbet in there.
They just played a $3
despite
million
the action,
pot.
you know,
Damn.
like some
Off
other
stream
players, they
though.
might find
Boo!
so it's really nicely done.
$3 million. It's a lot of buenos. That is a lot of buenos.
Offsuit broadways.
Good for a little pop to 8K out of Elton. Suited and connected is Tan Xuan.
Yeah, pretty hand. Shall we see a flop? Nice connection here for Elton, saying top pair in open-ended straight draw. Not too much of a piece for Tan. The problem is with his straight draw, if he hits a jack, sometimes the opponent has a
They didn't
king
all
and he
start
just
with an
loses
even
extra
million
chips.
this time, so it's hard to say who's up and
Based
down
on the
what.
sizing, it's probably going to dictate whether Tan is going to continue or not. 8K, though, he might come along given the sizing. It's quite small.
Probably drugs, Quantum. Probably drugs.
20.
That's what I would be doing with $1 billion.
Card.
Drugs.
Does not render assistance to either holding. As Elton still in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I like that Elton's attacking and extracting more value now. Actually went 50K over bet.
I think it's 23.
He would have heard from a big hand on the flop given how wet it was, so nice bet there to take it down.
So far, so good for
Drugs.
Elton. As the guys are just getting their feet wet. The first hour or two.
What time is
these
it?
cash
6:10?
games
All right, we're gonna
starts to be a
finish this
little bit of
beer.
feeling one another out.
And then
sticking your neck out to try to.
I'm gonna go get the
earn
scratchers.
a little bit of action,
and,
showing down some dusty hands.
Make it compulsory, Standard. No,
Stevie, look at Pick in Discord.
Oh,
Look at Pick in Discord.
As soon as there's a
Whoa! Meow!
that changes hands, or the right people.
Your head is body.
Stuck.
Meow!
Game tends to open.
Look at the shoulder line lines up so perfect right there. If his head was just back a little bit.
Patience is virtue. in that
Meow! Hello, they call me Mr. Long, except for they would call me Mr. Schlong. Hello, they call me Mr. Schlong. Yeah.
It's the same. Bing and Jack 6.
Meow. Oh yeah, I can't do that. I keep forgetting.
Clubs.
My bad. My bad. I'm not allowed to do that.
Nice.
Sorry, I take it
Let's
back.
see if he shakes Mr. Long or not. 4-3 suited. He's out.
Picking off the weak limpers is Elton. Nicely done there.
Man, what are you doing? You're just poking into one of Elton's 3 pockets on his shirt.
So tired. I couldn't sleep until 10 a.m. this morning.
Why?
I don't know. Just sometimes I do that. Just can't sleep after like
Play phone?
poker, you know.
Just play phone.
Just can't sleep after you play delayed again.
I just sleep.
Maybe you're thinking about the.
Delayed again. Again.
Same cards. Probability of that. Same suits. Same two cards.
The fun thing about watching these big games is like how the conversations that happen at the table at these big games are literally the exact fucking same conversations that happen in every game. Which is crazy.
But tired is no excuse. You gotta continue.
Right?
Wykin taking advantage. Ace-6 offsuit.
Insta call.
Very nice texture for Mr. Long flopping top 2.
King Jack 10
Mr.
board,
Long
just a
has been
gutter
given
for
action.
Wykin.
And looks like Mr. Long is actually going to lead out himself. Sees that the board texture can get quite ugly with a queen, ace, or 9. Doesn't want this one to get checked back by like those Broadway ace type hands like ace king, ace 10. Denies the equity of the ace 6.
You know, it's interesting when you have the opportunity to observe someone playing for the first time and they're running really well, and you're only seeing one side of their kind of poker personality, let's say. And Mr. Long thus far, we really haven't seen him, and I'm not just talking about today. There was another session that took place yesterday, and he ran extraordinarily well. But haven't seen him behind the 8-ball, stuck. And every now and again, you might think you know someone until you get them buried a couple of buy-ins or more, and you get to see a different side of them. So
yeah, I totally hear.
I mean, if you're buried a couple of buy-ins in this game, it's $1 million buy-in. You're like losing a lot of money
compared to your ups. You know, like some players don't handle it too well and they lose more than they need to. I would say Mr. Long
that's
really
me.
want to explore that today. You know, we are.
That's me. I don't handle it well.
Wishing that upon him either.
So yeah, Ollie, I hope you aren't wishing that on him.
I don't handle it well.
Got some playable hands here.
True story. True story. Imagine that, not handling
Ace-deuce,
losing
2
money well.
deuces, and 8-6. Rob Young's hearts are smothered, but he did flop a gut shot straight draw here, which is causing him to reach for chips after 2 checks in front of him in a 35K pot. He barrels 15,000.
Yeah, if you're going to be playing these types of hands, you need to be firing these textures with a little piece here, especially when it gets.
I didn't get to
your
record my
pre-flop
Trailer
razors
Park
looking
Boys
pretty
video
weak.
yet either.
Nicely done.
Okay, we'll get it done.
Oh, he wants to rabbit hunt it.
8.
Only in the VIP games do we get some rabbit hunting.
很多动作了，现在。以前不动，现在一直动。
There we go. Big winner right now, Mr. Long.
Really lose that bluff that hand.
Everyone's in for 1 million. The only other player in the black is Elton Sang. Cobbling together over a $250,000 in profit is Mr. Long, and not too far behind him with 168K profit is Elton.
Cost me 150, yeah. No, Ace King cost me 400.
Degenerate!
I called 150.
Coffee wants to be that rich. I want to be that rich.
其实他有投诉，只是他没有投诉。
I want to be a filthy degenerate. I mean, I already am a filthy degenerate, but like, I want to be that level of filthy
其实难
degenerate.
打了，就是他没有投诉。
Straddle pot here. The suited ace-5 on the button for Elton. Understandably wanting to play for a little more as he goes 3x. Pocket 3s for Putra. Oh, and bottom
Set.
for Ferdinand.
No set, no bet.
On a 2-club board.
Elton Sang has the flush draw too? Oh, this could be big. Come on, raise with the 3s. Please raise, don't slow play.
Great turns you can barrel. Maybe hit your hand, of course.
Raise.
Does he want to raise? They are pretty deep. The reason he wouldn't raise is if he wants to kind of let Rob Young put in more chips, who hasn't done anything yet. In general, though, you probably would be raising this.
Raise. No, raise. Yeah, raise. Yeah, white. Okay.
So a 40K check raise.
All in. Well, Elton Sang is known to be ultra aggressive, and with the nut flush draw,
Frequency do we
although he's in
press
position,
these nut flush draws and try to maybe win the pot outright unimproved as opposed to just flat call,
Usually
Randy?
you don't pop it up, especially this deep. Mainly because a lot of people, they
Trouble
raise.
card on the turn, by the way.
Yeah, no. They check raise sets, you know. They don't really check raise that many Jack X combos, so kind of you're bloated and pop for no reason. And then if they might have like a random gutty like 10-8, 10-9, you let those hands kind of bluff off when you hit a club.
And obviously, when you're holding the nut flush draw, you can take that out.
The board's so wet,
range,
and
so
he should be going
it
big
skews
here.
them a little more heavily toward things that are stronger.
Yeah,
He
and
should be
sometimes
going
you
big,
pop it
like
up again, you're
100,
holding like an 8 high flush,
105
and you just
or
lay it down. That's an absolute disaster for you.
Sure.
For now, though, this is just big trouble.
Yeah. If the temperature felt like it was falling on the flop, it has fallen even further on this turn where Elton hits the ace, a card that you might think would slow Putra down from time to time, but he's still betting 75,000, and I'm not saying slow him down when he has a set of threes, but from Elton's perspective,
yes,
the barrel now suggests it's attached to a very strong bit of kit.
It's a good point, because let's just say your opponent was check raising some Jack X combos like Queen Jack, King Jack. They would not be betting when the ace comes. So it narrows the value range to flop 2 pair, which is narrow, right? Jack 7, but mainly the set of 3s and 7s. It's actually a really nice run out for Putra. You know, only the Queen 10 got there. He can still extract a lot of value from a lot of big hands like Ace Jack, Ace King, you know, Ace X. Like, Elton has a fairly strong range here of 2 pairs a lot. And Putra right now is just trying to figure out, do I target the 2 pairs and go big? Do I put a little smaller, maybe target the 1 pair aces only? I like the sizing he's going for, 300K. He just feels as opponent is just heavily weighted to the strongest of hands out there.
He overbet the river
We
too,
saw
just by a
Ted
little
Fred
bit.
earlier employ the overbet to much more modest success against Wai-Kin Yong, utilizing the polarity to his advantage. And here, Putra looking to do the same. 300 into 200.
I mean, he doesn't beat a lot. King, Queen of clubs, King, Jack of clubs.
I feel like Elton knows that he
Maybe.
can show up with a bigger hand than the ace-5 right now, given the action. Of course, it hurts to like improve your hand and feel like you need to lay it down. Some of these check raise, bet turn hands hit a pair by the river, say like King, Queen of clubs, and then they slow down on the river. So the fact that he's still betting on this run out needs
Skews
to
him more toward a lack of showdown value or a super strong hand.
Yeah, so it'll be like the 10-9 of clubs, the 10-9 of clubs, 5-4 of clubs, or the big hands, of course.
10-9, yeah, 8-9.
Yeah, 5-4 obviously blocked by
10-9,
Elton,
8-9
but
of clubs for sure.
get the gist.
Yeah, so it's a very narrow bluffing range, I feel. Then again, they could have a lot of side history that we don't know about, where they're just blasting away with whatever.
Oof. Feels like that 300K is very much hanging in the balance and that Elton is undecided.
He wants to call. I mean, he could have Queen 10 of clubs, kind of.
Ready now.
Tough spot.
Putra has a fairly tight table image. Randy, I'm not sure whether or not you would agree from the occasions on which you've observed him, as we see Elton giving credit where credit was due and putting his hand in the muck correctly.
Love me? Most likely.
King 10 of clubs.
Huh?
Set.
Speculations. Somebody uttered set correctly. Wai-Kin thought maybe Queen 10 of clubs.
No bluff.
那破怎么那么小啊？大的很小是吧
No bluff, no bluff.
250 you call?
Huh?
250?
200, I call.
That's a needle there. 200 I call.
Looks more that I'm bluffing.
Huh? So easy to hit set.
Bit of ace and something.
Very big hand actually.
Flush draw. Ace.
Cheers!
A lot of times on the heels of one of these big pots, the conversation can center around speculation as to who had what for several hands afterward, or what could have been if a different line was taken.
Yeah, that happens a lot, of course.
That's so big. What bluff me, Ferdinand?
Why Ken Yong currently down the most at this session so far. Ace Deuce of Hearts bumps it up. 14K. Ferdinand Putra picks up King Queen.
应该很多鸡了。
很多鸡啊，知道。
14 time 3.
42. 42. 20 more.
3x in position.
Yeah, 14,000 from Wykin, suddenly becoming 42,000 from Putra, who's got King Queen.
Yeah, I like the 3-bet here of King Queen. You tend to see
I don't know what the dealer's getting paid.
3-bet a bit more than the suited.
The staff is probably very well taken care of. Because this is all set up by Western.
The people ask like,
so.
this guy cannot count and ask what's 49 3 words.
Generally speaking, that means they're generally more generous. Stands pat. See, I throw away bottom side of the wrap, but I think I'm supposed to try to get a better hand. I don't get a better hand, and it's a
Look at this,
turn
Ollie.
card. Ugh.
Wykin pushing back. And there's a little bit of context here, Randy, insofar as we heard
Oh
the
shit,
exchange
4-bet with the
between Wykin
ace
and Rob
deuce?
after he lost with the 2 kings against Mr. Long, where he was saying, you always have good hands.
That's true.
And you always get 4-bet. And Wykin said, yeah, but I never have a good enough hand to come back over the top. Well, here, he's doing just that. And you wonder whether or not in doing so, set against that conversation, with which Putra was front and center for, this hand starts to read a lot stronger than it is.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking about that conversation right now. I like that what Wykin using that information play off of it a bit. He's got a nice hand to do so too with the suited ace. You know, it doesn't play that well for just a call 3-bet, being aggressive.
Of course, the solvers have become big fans of the ace deuce through ace 5 suited.
Well played.
And Putra has
he showed the ace, right?
not become
Is he
a
showing
fan
another one?
of the king queen.
He likes Omaha. What's the 5-bet here?
Really?
100%, something like that.
Laying it down.
I would have pretended, like, almost squeeze it out and just muck them.
No, you make it look like none across, so like, oh, maybe I had aces, right?
In some ways, I suppose. I don't know. It depends. These highest level dealers are a little bit different. Because you have to be able to make the players comfortable, be very personable, and you can't make like at these stakes, you really can't be making like they're only the best of the best. So these guys they're not really making mistakes. Like, you need to be able to do perfect math, be aware of everything. It takes a lot. But yeah, it depends on the level of dealing.
I caught that, Ollie, but Ferdinand Putra said I really want the 5-bet there. The wheels are coming up.
These guys are making way more than,
it's a tough one to
what
do.
a bus driver would be. So
I mean, we unblock the aces, but we do block the ace king, ace queen. Not that ace queen's going to be doing that much 4-betting.
I understand you. Yeah, it's a good hand, decent hand to do so.
Blocking kings and queens as well.
I mean, are you really the guy that's putting like 250K or whatever with king queen offsuit?
I wouldn't have even 3-bet the king queen off, Randy. So, no. Meanwhile,
When are
Putra
you driving a bus full of children?
flopping
You
top
can't
pair
make
on a very
mistake
dry
either.
texture.
No, that's true. I just mean there's less thing
15K
like
follow through.
there's less
gonna hump
there's
back
less
directly.
little things to
like he
be
is.
conscious of driving, I think, than like dealing.
And the turn fails to deliver as a board pairing deuce of clubs produces a flush draw.
Nice spot here where whether to bet or check. Betting to attack the 8x and then check back river.
I don't know.
Check, call most river.
But I guarantee you
bets
this
is,
guy's
nice
making more
too.
than a bus driver does. If you're including tips. 100% this guy's out
Let's
earning a
bet and
bus
take
driver.
it down.
Well, these are all businessmen. This is a VIP.
I really like Ferdinand Putra's game.
So these are all
by the way,
businessmen.
Randy, and,
These aren't really.
knowing what we know about his background.
These aren't like poker
finance.
players, so they're not probably
Such a
doing that nearly as much as
prevalent part of the skill set necessary
poker
to be
players would
successful
be
in
doing.
that world is money management, and it translates oh so well to cash games.
Yes, of course. And you know he probably is able to handle the swings of poker. You know, just used to swings in finance, of course, right?
I suspect he's used to swinging far bigger than this.
Yes, a small game for me, guys.
In the fund, right?
But yeah, no. In general, I do like his demeanor at the table.
Is my Roho out there? Roho
Just this position. If you're under the gun.
10.
Roho, are you out there? Can you say yes to me?
Okay, 3-betting to 52,000 here as the ace deuces continue to get leaned on. Not sure Rob Young's going to have the same response as Wykin as he puts it into the bin.
Yeah.
Ooh ah ooh ee ping dang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah bing bang walla walla ting tang. Ooh ee
You better be ready to play back at him. And you can't just wait for like aces and kings.
Yas.
So where I've seen.
Would you like to join me for my rollerblade?
Being who he's up.
Because I got a rollerblade to get a coffee and to get the scratchers. Would you like to, like, you don't have to go anywhere, but would you like to join me for that? Or do you want me to get you in there once I get home? Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Upstairs we go, says Schwen from the button, king 6 suited. Happy to attack.
Whatever your pleasure.
Picks up
Okay.
Mr. Long's jack 10.
Well, it's probably a little bit easier if I get you in there.
And to the flop we go. As Long.
Actually, you know what else I'm gonna do?
An ace high board.
I'm gonna switch my SIM card back to my old phone so I have a better signal, I think.
Might Tan try to represent. We have our
Should
answers.
I?
It goes check, check, but very key card on the turn.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
I mean, we'll have a fine signal when I'm in here.
Check. I'd imagine
That should be
Tan's
okay.
going to want to fire a decent amount here on the turn, and probably a bigger sizing to kind of get these non-ace X hands out. Let's see. Let's actually go small, 10K.
Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang.
Big all of a
Ooh
sudden.
ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang.
Be waiting till the river to bomb away. Unimproved as the 4 pairs, and now Mr. Long's kicker improves to an ace, and Tan waves the white flag.
Yeah, that's a bad card to multi-barrel on the board pairing because the 10Xs now have a stronger kicker if the ace on board.
Ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla bing bang.
Once upon a time, to check back on the
All right, we'll get you in there. Yeah, on the way.
leave
On
your
the way.
opponent thinking you don't have
And
an
I'll
ace.
rollerblade to get a coffee
as
and
we've
to
seen,
get the
Game has evolved
scratchers.
to the point where you have some
Hopefully that
delayed
corner
c-bets.
store over there is open and has scratch tickets.
Correct. That's 100% true, Ellie, because when
It should.
want to have balanced ranges, so say like kings and queens, they don't really want to get a lot of money in there. You want to have some ace X's to kind of balance it out a bit. Ace king again.
I gotta put on goddamn boxers though. Worst part of having to go outside.
A variation pre-flop raise size here. 4x.
You know what I'm saying?
seen this queen 10 just get thrown around the table. Offsuit.
Ting tang tang all over the river.
Ace king. No action.
Is it still around the shadows? Stop.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
I'll tell you what, the impact of that long day one cash game session is very palpable.
Palpable. Very palpable.
Every now and again is okay?
You can feel it in the air. It's palpable. Very palpable. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ting, tang, fuck you.
Mr. Long likes to see the flop for 2,000. Not 4.
Ace king surfacing once more. Under the gun for Rob, who has picked up Santosh's ace 10 for the ride, and it looks like
I
ace
have to
jack
put
is gonna
on
be coming
boxers,
along as
God
well.
damn it. God damn it.
Of course, this reduces the chance that any of these guys are going to hit that ace, which could make this pot a little bit more interesting. 7-5 deuce.
Big hand.
Comfortable enough texture for Rob to barrel 11,000. Santosh gonna peel in position as Wykin checks out.
Santosh never folds.
6 of diamonds on the turn, and now the ace king could feel a little less comfortable.
Like the guy literally just never ever folds.
Feel too good about this turn card here. I wonder if Santosh thinks ace 10's enough showdown, or does he need to start attacking these better ace x's? Looks like he wants to show it down. Or you just hit the 10.
3 outer on the river here. And now Rob is going to be left to bluff catch. What's the price going to be? $34K, and Young doesn't waste any time putting it into the muck, but doesn't realize just how unlucky he got there. Wonder what Santosh does unimproved on that river.
I think he
check down.
I think he checks it
Yeah.
down because I think if you were intending to bluff your hand, you would have attacked the turn. I think the rivers he would attack on the river is a 4-liner, like a 8 on the river, 5, 7, 6, 8. So maybe he tries to represent that 9. But in general, I think his intention was to check that down and beat the broadways without an ace.
Boo, you suck. You suck. Also, though, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang.
Suited connectors.
Ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. All right, let's do a bong haul hit.
Cash games.
We're almost done this beer.
Diversify your pre-flop opening ranges so as not to get pigeonholed into just group 1 type of kit.
No paint in hand.
And then we're gonna go get some scratchers and meow.
A6-5 rainbow, quite the contrary.
Scratchers.
A pair for everyone but the
And an
pre-flop
espresso.
opener, who has picked up the gut shot straight draw.
And by George, God damn it, we're gonna win.
Clubless board texture though. Let's see what
We are gonna goddamn well win.
to do.
By Jesus and Lord Savior himself, we are gonna win on those scratch cards.
Into 50.
Rojo v. Doobie. Showdown of a century. Showdown of a lifetime. Who will do it? Who will win it? Who's better? Who's a bigger scratch card man?
Let alone 8-5.
I thought you don't have to.
10
Girl,
is up against at least an
it's
ace
gonna
right
be
now.
on.
They don't have an ace.
It is gonna be on. I'm about to scratch cards like you didn't. You all never even knew Doobie could scratch cards like I'm a scratch cards. I'm gonna be scratching cards so fast.
I don't think it goes that way. Yeah.
There's gonna be little bits of scratching powder
This
flying
is an
everywhere.
extremely hard bet to make with 9-8. It would work given what he's up against, it's so likely someone's got an ace X given how it's played. So
agreed.
Oh shit! You think I'm gonna win? Oh my god! I feel
check makes a lot of sense.
I feel so much better actually. I feel like I am gonna win now. Someone believes in me. Someone, you believe? You really believe? Oh my god! You're the only other person that bet on me other than me.
Certainly not what he had on his mind.
25 bones versus 25 bones.
In front of Tan.
Doobie versus Rojo. Who is the better lotto ticket scratcher? Oh my god.
Shuts down.
Merc on me too. A girl. I'm beating Rojo. I'm taking Rojo down. I'm taking Rojo downtown, girl. That's it. That's it. I'm taking that Robu down, straight downtown. We throwing down. We throwing down. It's gonna be nasty.
No.
And Grimm's entire bankroll is riding on it. Filthy's entire bankroll is riding on Rojo.
Or if he's just needling him, because it would have worked. Whatever the case, it certainly is what we needed to perk Santosh Suvarna out of his slumber. Nice pickup there.
Three tens. 3 10s, Jesus, and none of your goddamn miracles. Pot.
Jack 9-4. 2 quick checks, and then a 10. Big blind and straddle, and both of them hit this 5 on the river.
Maybe us like
Queen kicker.
Oh. Bigger kicker.
Got a good. Okay,
Bigger kicker.
Was that pot like played on 2x speed? It was so fast.
I don't mind playing.
Well, Suvarna definitely plays rather quickly. Tan can be a bit more thoughtful in situations.
Yeah.
But Suvarna's pace of play, along with the frequency with which I'm seeing him float in position, two of the kind of aspects of what we might see grow into the Santosh 3.0 sort of assessment. I get like proud parent vibes, by the way, as our VIPs come to successive stops on the Triton Festival, or Triton Tour rather, and we see the growth of their game, and we see them, you know, performing better and getting better results.
Do a combo, bitch!
Business,
You're right, Bong.
entrepreneurship works its way into poker, and, you know, they want to win. They're hungry.
Yeah, grades are going up.
3 bets fly around.
And pre-flop pricing going up, courtesy of Tan Chuen.
I was getting some vibes already after that last spot that Tan was going to just ramp up the aggression more, just seeing that he got kind of called rather weak there by the 10-6 on that flop, that last hand. Ace-6 is by no means standard there.
Slots! Rojo v. Doobie.
Like today, we're just
Scratch off. 2023.
Santosh or something.
Girl, who can limp wrist some scratch cards better? Doobie or Rojo? Which motherfucker can limp wrist the scratch card better? That's what I want to know. Honey, I've been limp risking scratchers for years.
A few times.
Girl, I think Rojo's got the edge in this one. I have to say it. I have to say it. I think Rojo got the edge.
High at this table, though.
I think Rojo has the edge on me.
There's boss.
I can't lie.
Paul Fua.
I think Rojo's got the scratcher's edge on me.
Stuck on the last days, like.
I'm an old man, but I'm not that old of a scratcher.
Still a long way to go.
I'm a baby scratcher.
Better talk.
I'm sorry, I believe. Never mind, I believe. It's all luck of the draw. I'm taking that Rojo down. I'm taking Rojo down. I'm taking that Rojo boot down.
Right.
Girl, You going down, honey. You going downtown, honey. Oh my god.
Pocket fives are
Oh
facing.
my god, I'm taking you to the bakery grill and I'm gonna get you a roll or something because you're gonna be.
Look at him set mine
here.
here.
Lose
I'm saying,
that.
Tan's
Yeah.
got this sense of I'm gonna attack
Shit.
this opponent. They're playing too weak. I can just multi-barrel them all. 9
Ugh.
is actually a good texture for the queen jack. In general, your opponent doesn't hit here. Plus, you bet you get called lots of favorable turns. You can multi-barrel.
Oh,
them,
you
right?
suck.
Queen jack, great club, overcard.
Flip side, it's not awful texture for pocket
We
fives.
both had aces.
Yeah, this is actually one of the the good boards.
Great
for him,
trash talk,
actually,
bro. Thanks.
So both players like what they see.
Thanks. I've been working on that. Actually.
Pre with action check to him is going to follow through for 70,000.
All right, that's it.
A
We're
little
doing
south
this
of
combo. Cheers!
Santosh makes the call. And the turn is the wrong type of artwork for Queen Jack, which was looking for a queen or a jack, but Tan does pick up a gut shot straight draw.
This is actually a really good card for him for unimproved card because he has all the ace kings and king queens, and the king x's don't really float you on flop at a high frequency, and you're blocking some of those floats like the king queen king jack. So I love this bet here. You're targeting all the ace x's that don't pair, that call the flop. All the
Look at this guy go.
even 9x would have some trouble maybe.
45 days.
How much does he have left in his stack? 640K.
156,000, and that gets the job done. Pressure.
Bluff.
Schwan can laugh that one in.
I mean,
bluff.
I'm not gonna put like this one.
He made an absolutely spectacular call against Ferdinand Putra in one of the preliminary cash games that preceded this $1 million buy-in game. On a board of King 6, Deuce, King 10, I believe it was. Maybe it was a 9 on the river. He held just 8-6. Putra overbet 300,000 into that river. Maybe it wasn't quite an overbet, but because in the end the pot was 1.1 million after the call, so it must have been 500K in the middle. Not an overbet, but 60% pot all in, and with just 8-6 kings and sixes playing the board kicker, Tan Xuan found the call, and Putra had just ace queen high. So
Poker Hospital. I see.
Poker Hospital.
For sure. But the point to be made there is that Tan is one of these guys who is fearless.
He really does not. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be the guy that's getting into every single hand.
I wonder what's going to happen the day that someone explains to him that these chips are actually worth money. You think that's going to change his game? Because as it stands, he clearly could care less.
To be honest, I actually think he likes to just put exorbitant amounts of dollars at risk of yours, you know, and he feels that he can pressure his opponent so much and get folds that he shouldn't be getting, and of course making those great hero calls that you mentioned. Fantastic player to watch. We've always loved watching him play.
Yeah, he's a wild player to watch. This guy, Tan Xuan.
And a fantastic card for Wai Kin Yong on the river. Already had the best hand, but could have comfortably called the bluff on the end. And there's another example of Xuan's aptitude, Randy. You know, maybe some
This
other
guy with
players
his full line of chips is
committing
so
a few
fucking
more
weird,
chips to the
though.
pot, especially when you feel like you've got the wind at your back.
So
A
weird.
bit of momentum, but instead
I have to also urinate.
Controlled aggression. If you're just firing away like on every single ace, you
And I have to put boxers on.
adjust accordingly and just punish it.
Rojo's coming with me.
controlled aggression has
We're gonna
it
do
in
dual commentary.
Putra and Mr. Long.
Oh wait, let me quickly make a. Let me quickly. Oh wait, can I add a thumbnail?
Triton $1 million cash game. Ali Najad alongside Randy Liu. Pleased to
Oh
have
yeah,
you with
because I can
us
change it on here.
for the coverage. 1K, 2K with a 4K ante and some straddles mixed in. Maybe even a few double straddles from time to time. And thought for a second Boss was going to play Rob's chips.
Where's the cam to show us
Looks
the
like
cards?
dealt out of this hand.
Line of chips is blocking it. No, they don't use the cam anymore. Now they use RFID. Now they just use RFID tags.
It's a straddle.
A little bit different.
You can do whatever you want. Huh? You can do whatever you want. 16.
OK， 8把的挺好的。
6-3 of clubs. Oh, but more importantly, ace king, ace queen, and 2 nines.
Santosh pushed back upon by Elton, who, again, when he picks up big hands, can be quite dangerous given the fact that he doesn't need a big hand to squeeze, which could look like what he's doing here in this straddled pot, with Tan Xuan having flatted. And the pocket nines find the muck for Wai Ken. Best hand, by the way.
Yeah, too uncomfortable. Such a big sizing. What are you just gonna call it?
Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't really know too much about it either, but it's essentially it's like a chip that is embedded in the table, and then every card has its own chip too, and that links to a background system. So every card is given its own serial number essentially.
He's like, I'm playing a big pot today.
This gamble on this man.
That's a gamble hand right there.
He was only
and then that gives the back room each card's signal.
Queen, queen, jack, as Suvarna manages to hit his side card not once but twice against this ace king, which is turned into a Broadway draw in a three-way pot. And Elton not gonna slow down.
I don't mind him still firing away with this ace king on the flop. He can get a lot of better hands to fold all the pairs under the queen and jack, of course. What? She's trolling us, right?
Yeah, they only kept the cams for a while because they wanted.
Okay. The count in my.
They wanted people to get. They wanted to get the shot of people peeking at cards. That was why they kept the cams for so
maybe
long.
something insane was going to happen there, but the insanity is relegated to the good fortune of Santosh Suvarna, who's dominated ace queen, now dominates Elton Singh, who slows down, even though the turn is very dry.
It feels like small is the right play here for Santosh. He's got such a strong hand. He doesn't want to get like some big folds out there. Yeah, like don't go bigger than half makes a lot of sense. You don't want the kings and aces to find some hero fold. The jack X's. Even the ace king highs might find a call. We'll lay down.
Sorry, I'm just quickly making a. I'm just quickly making a thumbnail.
How everybody speculates as to your hand once the pot's over. Accusations of a bluff. Ace 10 was thrown out there.
Yeah. They don't stop guessing. Eventually, the cards get revealed.
Huh? Which stream? No. 6, 7 suited. Losable prize.
Yeah, I thought I'd come back just on time. Just on time to lose 160K.
The vibe on Elton after dusting off 160,000 with that ace king and not even knowing how bad the spot was tells you what you need to know about him.
Yeah, in their 9-8 offsuit.
Queen jack 3. Tan Xuan with the best hand, bottom pair.
Yeah, hard to know. That's the best hand. Does has the backdoor hearts. You know, the 3 of course gives you extra outs. You can hit another 3.
He is going to ask the question here, firing 20,000. Backdoor spades and the gutty for Elton. Some of the trouble, of course, is that when the 10 rolls off, you could be crushed by an ace king.
Yeah, you called it, and that's the main thing is you don't really want to be chasing that.
For me and Rahobu.
So into the muck it goes, and Xuan continues.
Most active by far at this table.
To show kind of his aggressive streak.
The nice thing is when you're super aggressive or active,
No bad.
you tend to get paid off more when you do make a hand. So he's gonna hopefully try to play off of that if he happens to be dealt the right cards at the right time.
It's only big blind. Just big blind.
Bluff me?
No.
No.
No bluff.
No bluff. Yeah.
Rather 4,000.
It's 5 suited.
Yeah. I told you.
Freaking easy one. Wait, do I need a me in there? Do I need a me?
Yeah. It's straight in the call.
Well, Wykin has asked the question of if it's a straddled pot or not. He's interested.
赢了来一把。
没赢啊，找些小喽啰，小喽啰。
And now we see why.
没什么赢。
Ace King for him. Behind the limp and raise from 7-5 suited and Queen 10 offsuit respectively. He makes it 50,000 to go. And now Tan looking down at a couple of sevens, one of which is busy in Mr. Long's hand. He's contemplating whether or not he wants to set mine.
Big question here is when you set mine.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime the original.
Oh, love the face with the head floating.
Waist like.
That's the thumbnail right there.
He's out.
That's the thumbnail right there.
Well, remember, this is a guy that put 80,000 in there with 6-3 suited. So when you say waste 50K, I don't know that Tan feels the same way about it.
Check this thumbnail though, bros. Look at that. With the floating head. Come on. Look at that. Rojo versus Doobie with the floating head and everything. Come on now, bro. That shit's flame. Damn. That's beauty if I've ever seen it.
Very simple invitation. 80% to get back. Once she comes
Never seen so many like full rabbit hunts than these cash games.
Curiosity is.
Do you ever play? You play mixed games. Do you ever just do
Is Rojo out there? Rabu!
No, come on.
14 cards.
Wait, how do I?
10-8-5 here in a three-way affair.
How do I? Can I add?
For Mr. Long.
No.
It's Tan. Sprinkles 5K out there with just the naked queen
Can
high.
I not add? How do I add that? I don't think I
Two
can.
callers. Santosh with the pair of fives.
I see that double gutty.
Has the best hand, but Mr. Long recognizing his equity in position. Pipes up.
Wow.
12K. Nice. Santosh hanging tough.
That's a tough call there, third pair.
Okay.
Now Mr. Long makes a pair of fours. Backdoor diamonds come in and a quick shutdown. Santosh able to take it. As Long shows the four. He doesn't lose too many at Showdown, Mr. Long, I'll tell you that.
No. But Santos just, that's an excellent call there. It's a very tough one there, just third pair. He still looks exhausted, but he's doing well so far in this cash game.
Straight at 4,000.
Ferdy.
Thanks, 12,000.
Pump it up. And Ollie, you're well cultured.
Okay.
That's the Indonesian flag, right?
Yes, that's correct. I feel like the Polish flag is somewhat similar to that one.
I'm just gonna go get coffee, and me and Rojo are doing a scratch ticket stream.
I know.
I don't know what the Polish
Me
flag
versus Rojo Boo in scratch cards.
It's red and white.
We're doing a duo stream.
White one too. Similar.
with the stars. Yellow,
There's some-
a little bit
there's a-
yellow, right?
No.
No, just white.
It's red and white, and then there's like a little logo in there.
Same. Today was.
I think it's like a crescent moon and
Yeah,
some
like
stars.
5 stars.
Maybe it's like some British.
It's gonna be
colony
sweet.
stuff. I don't know.
All right, back to the poker.
I could see you getting nervous.
I was like,
I know.
Gonna make a mistake.
Once you lead me away from the poker,
I keep trying though.
you never know where we'll end up.
I keep trying.
They're not playing.
You know.
Right now. Maybe we go back to the flag conversation.
Santosh, do you play Squid game? Do you like playing Squid?
No, wait.
Stand up game. Stand up game.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
Stand up game?
I want to. I think, we can do one round. I think Rob just
explain to Mr. Long.
Yeah, very hard to explain this alone.
Oh.
One round?
Try it out? Okay.
every half round more is like one round straddle.
Every round we will
Let me
do.
just set this up real quick.
Yeah.
It's better you say it than you do it alone, right?
Yeah. I do it anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
I do it anywhere.
And it's 16,000.
Boom. I can get it from here. Oh shit. Okay.
Suvarna picking up one customer in Putra as the pre-flop raiser to 16,000 from the hijack with ace-8. Ends up with top pair against bottom pair, backdoor diamonds and a gutter for Putra, which checks along with the flow of play and into 39,000. Suvarna will barrel 17.
Just enough of a piece here for the Jack 10. Oh, actually lays it down. Okay. Must have just respected Santosh in that spot.
Have a pair.
Wow, big bet.
Bigger.
Your fountain or funnel?
You know,
I wish.
I know it might be tempting to look at that situation there and say, oh, it's nitty. When the king rolls off, it might be tough to get action,
That's a good point.
get paid.
But they all usually go there.
If a diamond rolls off, now all of a sudden you might feel like you gotta find the river, and then the fourth diamond rolls off. Again, your hand is a bit face up if you're putting in action, and it's not nutted.
Yeah, I think a good point is that
Okay.
when you make your hand, obviously it's a 4-liner out there, so hard to extract value.
All right, we're ready to go.
You
Let me
hit
have a
two pair,
fee and
they
throw
make a
on some
straight
boxers,
sometimes,
and I'm
right?
gonna send you the link on Discord,
And let's say
Rojo.
you
It's
even
the
hit the
same as
jack
last
on
time.
the
You just
occasions
click
in
it and
which
you'll
you're up
join.
against the ace-jack,
Oh, and we'll
queen
watch this
jack,
king
aces
versus
or
queen's
queens,
hand.
which
This
is not
looks
0%,
crazy. Cheers!
obviously.
Yeah, and
You could end up losing a lot.
The pre-flop raiser too probably doesn't always just fire those types of board, given that they have some kind of piece a lot of times. Regardless, we got monster hands brewing here.
Yeah.
Kings and queens. I said something about Tan Xuan and Suvarna looking to play big pot, and Tan's in big trouble here if he does.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be their fault if they ended up playing a big one here. This deck just a...
Man, what's this gonna be? Jack 7, king,
Suvarna
queens, and
had
9.
kings against not one but two guys with pocket queens in that $1 million pot from Dayton, $1 million cash game. Here he is up against queens once more. The fact that he is 3-betting to 60,000 against not just the pre-flop opener, but two players who have flatted, all of whom have position against him, speaks to the strength of the holding, does it not?
Well, for me, actually, I feel like sometimes when you see him raise into more people, it may look like he thinks those people are dead monies, therefore squeeze a little lighter. I know where you're coming from. But I
Could
would-
cut both ways?
Yeah, it could cut both ways. 10's got a big question here to do what to do with 2 queens. Certainly a hand you're capable of 4-betting, but call is not unreasonable. Call, though, is you let another guy call, and you're not sure what to do. Those look like more than enough.
Yeah,
to
this
put in a
is
re-raise.
re-raising chips coming in from Tan Xuan, and Lustradamus, Randy, is what I'm going to call you here. Given that you predicted these are the 2 guys we'd see involved in an altercation. Granted, deal these hands to any 2 players at this table, and we may see something similar unfold, but these 2 specifically might grow a pot to a greater size than other pilots.
So we're playing 250 big blind to start this hand off. Santosh has got to be asking the big question, of course, is if I 5-bet jam here, does 10 ever fold 2 queens? Does he ever fold ace king? Of course, if the answer is no, then he should be putting more chips in now. If you feel, what kind of 4-bet bluffing range does Tan have? Is Tan going to 4-bet? I don't know, like some ace 10 offsuits, ace 5 suited, stuff like this.
Man, it's going to be a huge pot.
Pop it up again, 520.
Oh my goodness.
That's a huge raise.
Serious business now.
Turn river.
It sounds like Tan Xuan folded but asked for a rabbit hunt, yeah?
He did.
Why?
SS?
2 times. So.
Bye. Bye.
Queens.
Queens 4? Wow.
Wow.
I don't know about that, Randy. Obviously, Tan Xuan feels fantastic having seen that Santosh has the 2 kings, but
Oh, third king.
maybe
Queens 4.
the bigger point of interest is the fact that Santosh now recognizes that he's up against a guy who can find the fold with the 2 queens, unlike the gentleman he was up against in the 3-way affair where the pot grew to 1.8 million, and as such...
Wow, that was quite the fold.
His upside...
That was quite the fold.
180k 4-bet from Tan.
Yeah, and that hand alone shows what I was kind of saying about Tan, is he knows when to kind of slow things down.
On Filthy and on...
He's not.
He looks reckless.
It's like, I don't. What's the
All
way
right.
to describe it? I feel like you got better words. You know, just
No,
that-
you said controlled aggression.
1 sec, we're going to be live with Rojo in 1 minute. I got to just throw some boxers on and socks.
Good feeling.
And we're out.
I think it very accurately describes.
It's really well played, and that's the thing. Like, so if Tan is folding queens pre-flop, ace king to a 5-bet, as you just saw, then the king's call would have been much nicer. But you know, Santosh is going to adjust for future hands they play. He sees him fold queens. He may take a different line next time. For now, though, king 10 out-flopping the 2 10s in his 3-bet pot in position.
Elton lucky to hit one of his 3 outs against these 2 10s.
Ooh.
Checking back, though, the top pair, and now suddenly an ace rolling off. A problem card. Should Mr. Long get busy trying to represent? And it looks like he's reaching for chips here, so betting 30,000 into 83. Not sure this sizing is going to get the job done against Elton, and sure enough, we see him plunking a blue and a white in there in turn. Pot growing to 143,000, and that's actually a decent card for Elton, because it doesn't complicate the board texture. See Mr. Long shutting it down.
It'd be so hard to try to value bet this king 10, although would be correct in this instance. Does check it back. Nicely done, Elton. I actually like that he checked back that flop of king 10. You kind of want to still have some king X in some check back range. In general, you want to use your weakest king X in those situations, whereas the bigger bigger king X's, of course, can value bet against the worst. Game's heating up, Molly.
It sure is.
Yeah, in the beginning, like you said, get your feet wet a bit. It's ramping up. I'll just imagine a little bit longer. Rob Young's just missing the action.
He sure is. I wonder where he
All right, girl.
Must be important.
Here we go.
Maybe he got stuck in the baccarat.
A special table with his name on it.
Right, right. Well, you lose enough, they'll put your name on the table, that's for sure.
All right.
King Jack offsuit. Attacking and taking it down.
Look, 10 may be down right now, but keep in mind he lost 180k of queens against kings.
And that's exactly what he's down, basically. And I think he can feel very okay about it. Granted, he certainly could have flatted for 60,000 in position against Santosh, but as, not to be results-oriented, we saw the board play out. He was going to lose some more anyhow.
I actually feel like, let's just say he did call, he probably loses more.
Yeah.
I think it was a low run out.
Okay, no worries.
Just in the cameras.
Wait, where'd that come from? Hurry up. Wait, you can see this stream? Wait, how can you guys see this?
Your son never comes? Husband today?
Where is this chat? Where are you right now, Bong?
Wykin with the King Jack picks up a couple of customers for 14,000 ahead to the 8-3-3-2 spade board.
Where are you?
Mr. Long's pocket four is still good. 47,000 in the middle.
He's going to donk out here. 15k bet.
Can't hear me.
Feels like this is a good texture for him, and which is true. Wykin with 2 overs. He was the pre-flop aggressor. Going to peel one in position. He feels like a hand that's good on this board texture would want to check, I feel. So he can float. Maybe he's got the best hand. And Mr. Long is freezing the action and still betting.
I quite like this. 20 into 77. Maybe we retain some ace high.
With the hand he's got, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, fold out those 2 overs.
All right, we're going to wheel of names when we get home as well.
Showed him a 4.
Is he losing? He buying in?
Yeah. It's like not enough to bluff. It's already so deep. It's already so deep.
Today, 4 million pot.
Oh boy. Santosh's turn for some prophecies.
He wants to cover you. Okay.
You have me. Get him.
Uh-oh. I see a top up.
And a very dangerous recipient of that top up, Tan Xuan.
You know, 800k is still very deep. Did he really need to add on more?
I'll tell you what, man. He's one of these guys that wants to have everybody at the table covered.
Yeah, he added 500k, it seems.
You know what it reminds me of, Randy? It's the guys who only
All right.
once.
Right.
You don't play as a
All right, we're going over there.
guys. At least I don't.
I'm going to hope that it works in the house for me for a bit, and I'm going to go put my blades on.
I'm not going to.
And then Rojo's going to join in a little bit when his thing is ready. So we're going to end this. I'm going to go live over there.
I don't want to see your face scoop, Ellie.
Right, we'll be live over there. Wait, let me go live right now.
I'm not over cards, over pair.
All right, we're live.
Couple of ace highs, one of which belongs to Wykin Young, the pre-flop raiser.
Am I live?
Deciding to follow through, and here is some of the benefit of the line Putra took pre-flop.
Oh, there's an ad.
Does he want to activate and press Mr. Long out of the pot? We've got our answer as he takes it upstairs to 55,000. You see Wykin
There's another ad.
laughing and getting a look at a slightly concealed pair of queens.
Okay, yeah, we're live. We're just low quality because the internet sucks in
Poocher
here.
didn't like
All
that
right.
there was kind of
It's
like
adjusting for it though. Okay, we'll be live over there. We're going to do some scratcher tickets, y'all. Click on that link right there. We're going with Raobu and Doobie do scratchers. Bam. We'll see you over there. Click over there. Bye. Much love.